Hiya! Hello, hello! Hi everyone! Hello, hello! Hello. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Let's turn the volume a little bit on that. There you go. Hi everyone! Hiya! Hello, hello! Yeah, sorry for the delay on this. I came home a little bit later than I was expecting. My apologies, my apologies. I don't like starting things late, but I didn't want to cancel either, so I was like, okay, 30 minutes, just give me 30 minutes, I'll be home by then. Hi everyone, hello, hello. How's y'all's days going? I hope y'all's days going pretty good so far. Yeah, I just, I had to like rush home and get ready. And make sure that everything is linked up good, make sure my notes are ready and that sort of thing. I prepared a little bit of like little assets here and there. But yeah. I initially wanted today to be D&D classification part 2. But I'm still waiting on a couple things. I'm still trying to sort out a few little details. And so I'm trying to get that together. Yeah. It'll probably be next week. I'm looking at Friday next week, looks like. Yeah. But hello everyone, hope your day's been good? Oh yeah, I think some of y'all are having the bad weather. Yeah, be careful, be careful. Yeah, everything's pretty good on my end too. I just cracked open a Red Bull. I'm ready to go. Let's go. You know how I sometimes occasionally say, I'm just like, oh yeah, today's stream's gonna be pretty short, guys. This time I mean it. I'm gonna keep this stream short and sweet, okay? I feel like I'm just streaming so many hours. I was like, I need to lie down somewhere. I need to lie down at some point. But today we'll be discussing some D&D war stories. Mostly just little funny tidbits here and there. Like it's kind of a Zatsu format. So feel free. Like I'm still gonna talk to you. I'll be running my mouth as usual. I'll try to speak slowly. I'll try to. Oh shoot! I think I missed a membership earlier. Was it Carmi? Carmi! Carmi Quakes! Welcome back to the membership! Welcome, welcome! Happy to have you! Thanks for renewing! Membership, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Ah! Thank you, thank you! Oh, Gwentley, thank you for the super! I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. That's the point! We're all dragons here, baby! Okay, Patrick, thank you for the super! Thank you, thank you! Is it BGM on? Yummy. That should do it. There you go. So today is going to be a little Zatsu, just me chit-chatting a little bit here and there. So feel free to chime in with your stories as well. We can read them and share them together. I'm just going to go over some of my war stories as a both DM and a player. I, like most people, was a player before I became a DM. I don't know many people who do it the other way around. It's like... today we're focusing mostly on funny or semi-cursed stories. I'm saving the cringe for another day. There's an entire different stream ready for that one. So, the cringe will wait. For now, it's just funnies. Yeah. And so we'll try to keep things nice and short and sweet. And yeah. Y'all ready? So a little disclaimer. I've mentioned it in my previous D&D stream that I consider myself a very laid-back DM. I can be a bit of a rules goblin on occasion if necessary, but most of my tables, most of my my games are meant to be laid back, very like roleplay heavy, more so than mechanics heavy. Yeah, and so not everything that I do is according to the rules, and it's pretty common knowledge that most DMs will fudge the rules every now and then. You know, they'll like take the rules and just gonna play with it a little bit. You know, no one's going to like be super pressed or to nail the rules properly. You know, like a little disclaimer. Just so you like the rules, the D&D rule lawyers out there, you know, just lay back. It's okay. I know some of the things I do are incorrect. That's the point. Laid back. It's laid back. Okay. Yeah. And so for those of you who don't know how to play D&D, don't worry. These stories are formatted in a way that's easy for non-players to understand. So I'll probably dip into mechanics here and there, but not too much. It'll be quite simple for non-players to understand as well. Don't worry. I'm thinking about you guys too. Yeah. I take occasional liberties with the rules. Like, I know it's wrong, but I'll still do it wrong anyways, just for the sake of my players. You'll see. I'll explain it later. So, we're just gonna share a few stories and do a little bit of chit-chat and some question and answering. So, let's get started. So, the first story. If you've been following me on Twitter, you probably saw this one. Skelly, welcome to the maiden ship. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. Whispers, thank you for the super. D&D is 20% rules, 80% open RP. At least that's the games I have the most fun with. Exactly. Yeah, the fun is what's most important. The rules are there for to be used. Of course, they have their uses. However, there's no point in playing D&D if there's no fun in it, right? It's good to have fun with it. Yeah. Yeah, the rule of cool is the only one that matters. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, so first story. I'm going to title the story. So let's have it sitting right here. Okay. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you may have seen a little tidbit of this one. Actually, I'll also have a doodle accompanying it. Yeah. I have prepared a few doodles for you. Not all the stories have doodles. Some of them have doodles, okay? I didn't have time to prepare that many. Okay, so here's the tale of the 4 Kanyes. It gets really stupid really fast. Crimson Red Heart, a Red Heat, thank you for the super. This is not my story, but a person I watch often made a play request to make a flaw out of a frozen wolf and a rolled nat 20 on it. I mean, the dice doesn't lie. Thank you for the super, thank you. Okay, so this is actually an older campaign that I did a while back. So the way I work as a DM, I don't like doing ongoing continuous campaigns. I really prefer doing like a series of one-shots, you know? You can still maintain a level of continuity, of course, but it's less commitment required from the players and the DM because I only meet with my groups once a month about. And it just helps with, keeping people up with things. It's easier to organize, and it makes it easier for the DM, especially to put together the sessions. So this is one of those cases where instead of an ongoing series, it was a collection of one-shots. Okay, so I have a player. Well, I had a player. Let's call him Jay. Okay, yeah, like Blue Jay. Let's call him Jay. So Jay, this is his very first time playing D&D. He's seen tidbits of it, like on Instagram. He's seen art and stuff, and that's how he got interested in it. And then he was like, "Oh, hey Aya, like, aren't you like a DM or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty laid back though. If you want like a serious game, I can refer to you to some other friends." But he was like, "No, I want you to be my DM." I was like, "Okay, sure. Come back to me in a month, and I'll see if I can fit you in one of my one shots." And so I found some time for him. He joined my table. So at this table, there are 4 players. He's new, and the other 3 are basically pretty, semi-veterans at this point. They have their shit together, they know what they're doing for the most part, and that's their deal. And so, bro, he was asking all kinds of questions. Like, he doesn't know how to build a character. It's his first time playing D&D. And so he and I sat down for a session 0 before this one-shot, which I usually don't hold session 0s for one-shots. They're just one-shots. They're meant to be non-committal anyways. But because he was so lost and he really wanted a helping hand with it, I went ahead and like, okay, sure, we can do a session 0. Come on, call with me, we'll talk. And so he was asking all kinds of questions, not necessarily about mechanics. There are resources available where he can read about the mechanics and learn pretty quickly. He's a smart guy. More like he was trying to gauge the vibe of the game. He wasn't sure if it was going to be super serious, so I need to make a serious character, a laid-back character, or like, what are we doing, you know? And so I was telling him, I usually don't take my games too seriously. There are moments of suspension and action, of course, but mostly it's kind of like fun RP, lots of jokes, that sort of deal. He kind of went silent for a bit, and at this point, he already made his character sheet. He already filled out all the content. He was coming up with the background story at this point. And so, so far, he had a elf bard. Oh, I think had like high dex, high charisma. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I can suggest a few characters for him. Like maybe I can like scooch him along the process. So I was gonna suggest maybe like, I don't know, something that's easy to roleplay. Like maybe a traveling musician, those are easy to roleplay. A street performer, someone who does busking, that sort of thing, that's easy to roleplay as. Or maybe like a slick talking storyteller, like, these things are easy to roleplay as. And so, as I'm about to make these suggestions, he just kind of looks up from his computer and just goes, "I want to be Kanye." It's just, "I would like to be Kanye." And like, I was like, oh, okay, why? And he was like, yeah, like, you know the rapper? I'm like, yeah, I know who Kanye is. He was like, I was like, yeah, I know who that is. Like, why do I want to be Kanye? And he's like, I want to be a famous rapper. Can I be Kanye? I'm like, sure. I mean, I've heard worse. Sure, go for it, buddy. Let's go. Let's do this. And so, okay, like, but I was like, okay, like, hold on. If you're gonna be Kanye, like, the IRL musician, you're gonna have to rearrange him a little bit to fit the world of D&D. We can't just have a random dude, right? It still has to be an elf. Still has to be a bard. And so, like, you technically can use Kanye, but you're going to have to adjust him for this world setting, okay? So I told him, like, okay, just we'll take a few days break. You can come up with the backstory and then come back to me when you're ready, and we can finish up setting up your character for the game. And I can also introduce you to my other characters. Yeah. And so a few days later, I let him sleep on it, and then we hop on call again. And he comes in with the following. Okay, here's his backstory he wanted to use. He wanted to be an elf bard named Kanye East. He wears, like, you know, a long scarf and pants and like a robe and that sort of thing. He wears perpetually wears sunglasses, and his skin is purple, right? And so he is an up-and-coming big bok e-celebrity who makes music on the side. He is trying to connect with his estranged siblings, Kanye South and Kanye North. But they are in distant kingdoms scattered around the in-game world, and they refuse to acknowledge his career as a big box star / musician. And so his goal is to meet with them and perform for them to prove that his ability as a musician. Once he impresses them, he wants to collab with them for a music video to post on Big Bok. He also has a third brother named Kanye West, who's his evil twin, who's a warlock by day and also a well-established musician / big box star by night. He wants to thwart Kanye East's attempt at connecting with his brothers and achieving stardom. And he was pitching me this, so like, he was like oddly really serious about it. I was trying to be polite. I was like, I don't know how serious you're taking this. I don't want to laugh because I feel like it's gonna be rude. And so I didn't. And so I just kind of sat there in the call and I was like, okay, Kanye verse pop off. And so that was the premise. That was the fucking premise. And so throughout the campaign, throughout the series of one-shots I had him in, he had a lot of weird antics, but he got away with it because he had such high charisma. And so he'd just do weird shit, and people would just be like, okay with it, because it's Kanye East, the big box star. And so he'd run around, like, get autographs done and stuff like that, because like, holy, is that Kanye East, the big box star? Holy shit! And so, like, it was so dumb. It was so stupid. And so, later on, in the final few sessions of this one-shot series, Kanye East faced down his evil twin brother at a famous influencer house. I had to make up shit for him, okay, because his story was so out there. At this point, he already earned the respect and approval of Kanye South and Kanye North. But his evil twin, Kanye West, hacked his Big Bok account and was threatening to delete their collaborative music video. And so the party began combat against Kanye West, and they were only able to win because of a hard carry barbarian in the party. Because Kanye East literally was in death saves. He was in his saving throws after about 2 combat cycles. He's squishy. He has no strength. He only has high dex, high charisma. And so, like, if it weren't for the fact that the barbarian in the party was kind of OP and kind of had a metal build, I feel like the entire party would have been TPK'd. And so, like, to this day, I still think about Kanye East. And I can't show it, but that player, Jay, he wanted to have, like, a character token where his characters are using an online table. And he took, like, a drawing of Kanye West, painted it in purple, and gave him elf ears. Like, this is my character token. I'm like, okay. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Okay, so now that was the tale of the 4 Kanyes, right? So now I have a question for you. I have a question for you. If you guys had to play a celebrity, like an IRL celebrity, in a D&D campaign, which would you choose and how would you class them? Let's have a discussion about it. Because Kanye as a bard makes sense. He's a rapper, so I guess like musicians being bards, that makes sense. Rogue, thank you for the super. Are you to assume Kanye West is a hidden boss? Oh, maybe. Honestly, maybe. Deep lore? Deep lore? You should rewrite and invite him back to my table. Steve Buscemi, a wizard? Hulk Hogan would be either like a barbarian or a monk. Lady Gaga barbarian? Why? I feel like Lady Gaga would be like a bard or something, you know? Same thing, but could replace Kanye with Jim Carrey. I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. I feel like a lot of musicians would be like bards. I think it just fits that way. It just does, right? So Hugh Jackman, I feel like he has like the physical build of like a barbarian, don't you think? Yeah. I was also thinking like Maury Povich being like, I don't know, what would Maury be? Maury would be a sorcerer? I don't know. Yeah, Arnold would definitely be like either a barbarian or like, I don't know, he's kind of a philanthropist, so like maybe like a wizard. Oh, Jackie Chan would be like probably be a monk. Yeah. Or Hugh Jackman, you're right. Since he is Wolverine, maybe he'd be like a druid or something. Maybe he can wild shape into like a Wolverine, like an actual Wolverine. Samuel L. Jackson as a ranger? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Elon Musk as an artificer? That's perfect! Holy shit, that's perfect! Okay. So, let's move on to the next story. So, this... Oh, almost knocked over my can. This one is, 4 raccoons in a trench boat. Oops. Okay. Here's the next story. Here's the next one. Wow! Jackson, thank you for the super! The Kanye story is wild. I know, right? Imagine being the DM for that. Do you know how many times he doesn't deserve to pass as many performance checks as he did? He played his flute with his nostrils. Like, his instrument of choice was the flute, and he played with his nose. It was so dumb. Thank you for the super, Jackson. Jeebus, thank you for the super. I once played a pro wrestler called The Rock. Fighter with tavern brawler feet using a chair as a weapon. That's funny, I love that. Using like a fold-up chair. It's like, there's like an ongoing theme where, in my campaigns, we try not to make IRL references. So like let's say... let's say we go to a restaurant in the game and we want to order Dr. Pepper. We don't have Dr. Pepper, we have Physician Salt. Instead of Pepsi, we have Beppis. You know, like stuff like that. We just kind of take real world items and just like screw with them a little bit. Okay. So the next one. Is it this one? Okay, yeah. Let me change out the image. Okay, here's the next story. Oh, this drawing turned out kind of cute. I kind of rushed on it, but it turned out pretty cute. Okay, here's the next story. So, this one's 4 raccoons in a trench coat, because there's no actual raccoons involved. Whenever I think of like people stacking on top of a trench coat, I think of people either sneaking into the movie theater or like raccoons. Okay. So, this is a different set of players. So, a while back, I had a party full of 4 players, a tiefling, a human, a water genasi, and a half-orc, right? And so, this group of friends they're pretty experienced. They all share the same brain cell, to be honest, but they are pretty experienced D&D players. This group of friends likes playing high-strength characters, like constant DPS. They do not care for healing. They don't care for magic. They just want to bonk, and they want to bonk hard, right? And that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. You can do what you like. No judgment here. No judgment here. And so I asked them at the beginning of the campaign. I was like, hey, do you guys want to balance your party? Because right now you're looking at just a lot of strength and not much else. Are you sure you want to do that? And like, oh no, it's fine. Will we have access to items? I'm like, you'll have access to items. I'll give you an opportunity to get them every now and then. And they're like, oh no, it's okay. Then we don't need a healer. We don't need a healer. I'm like, okay. Just so you know, it's not gonna be easy then. And they're like, oh, it's okay. We like a challenge. You're good at this. I'm like, okay, sure. So the collective IQ of this friend group, by the way, is like a 3. There's 4 of them. They don't think before they act sometimes, and that's what makes them funny. And so during this session, they find themselves in a relatively isolated town. I think it's later revealed in the story that the town used to be a cult, right? But right now it's mostly isolated. There's only one like general store in the entire town, just one, right? And so this store has basic items like potions of healing, rations, extra clothing, survival materials, that sort of thing, sleeping bags, etc, etc. And so this is the only place in town that has it. The team literally just finished fighting a mini boss, and the mini boss was kind of like, they're kind of like joshing up their rolls quite a bit, so they got beat up quite a bit, and they used up a majority, if not all, of their healing potions at that point. And so yeah, and so they're kind of low on supplies. And they're like, oh sweet, a general store, we can stock up on supplies here. And so they enter this. No, actually, I think the tiefling was the first one to enter the store. The others were waiting outside, keeping watch, because it's kind of a little sussy out here. And so the tiefling goes in. Tiefling pops into the store and is greeted by a very tall, like rough, kind of like muscular dude, right? Kind of scary looking dude. I think it was just a human too. He's spoken like a deep, raspy voice. And so the tiefling, who's also the sole extrovert of the party, waltzes right in and tries to buy something. Unfortunately, the shopkeeper knew that he was the only seller of these supplies in the town, which means he hiked up his prices like crazy, so they couldn't afford them. Like, they had some gold, they had some, not enough to cover these ridiculous, exorbitant prices. And so the tiefling, who's a rogue, by the way, classic combination, basically tries to reach around when the shopkeeper's not looking and steal some potions of healing. They roll a stealth, which is weird, because like when you're a tiefling, when you're a rogue tiefling, your stealth is your thing. Not when you get a nat 1 though. And so regardless of what your modifiers are at my table, if you get a nat 1, it's an automatic failure. So regardless of what your stats are, if it's a 1, it's a fail, right? And so I was like, oh well, he heard you. So of course he's caught, quickly gets like smacked upside the head and thrown out of the shop. And so the other players who are watching from the window, all sneaky like, see this, and they're like, okay. So clearly we can't afford to buy the things off him, and clearly he's not gonna let this tiefling back into the store. So what do we do? And so they devised the raccoon in a trench coat plan. And so they decided to stack on top of each other to make a mega person to try to intimidate him into giving them supplies, right? And so they found a large tarp outside. They ran some investigation checks, and they found a large tarp that can, double up as like a big overcoat so they can hide themselves with. And so this is where the dilemma begins, because like I said, there's 4 members. They share 3 brain cells. And so they didn't know what order to stack themselves in. And so the problem is the half-orc was oddly kind of smart, and also very intimidating. Not smart, but I wouldn't say, I said that, not smart. I guess level-headed. Level-headed and very intimidating, has a very stern face. The water genasi was super shy and soft-spoken, would never initiate conversation. The human was perpetually under the influence of pomo leaf. And the tiefling had literally already blown his cover, so he can't just waltz right back in. And so I gave the players a couple of minutes to discuss amongst themselves what order they'd like to be stacked in. And so they settled on this. From top to bottom, the orc goes on top, followed by the water genasi, followed by the human, followed by the tiefling. And I was like, are you sure about that? They're like, yeah, we had to put the orc on top because he's like, you know, the most scary looking out of all. So you need to see his face. And I was like, I'm checking the character sheet of this half orc. The half orc is 7 feet tall, 350 pounds. So this tiefling is carrying 2 normal-sized players along with a small giant. And so the tiefling has to carry all these people. So they enter the store. And the half-orc is wearing a scary, scary expression. I make the half-orc roll for intimidation. They score a 17. Nice, good enough. They immediately scare the store owner and intimidate him into oblivion, right? However, with each step the party takes to enter the store, the tiefling has to roll a strength check to see if he can continue carrying with each step, right? And so, you roll the first check. Tiefling scores a 14. Good enough. I'll take it. Our tiefling is physically pretty strong, and so I'm like, okay, I think it'd be reasonable. I think I was letting anything above a 10 slide for the most part. And so, the half-orc starts barking orders at the shopkeep. Like, okay, no, get this, and this, put in the bag, and like, we'll grab from the counter. Okay, or else I'll beat you up, that sort of thing, right? And so, the shopkeeper listens and starts gathering materials on the front desk and starts gathering potions, food, clothing, like a fire starter kit, etc., that kind of stuff. The tiefling is making more steps and rolls more checks. The first one is like an 11, you know, like I let it slide from the kindness of my heart. I feel like I was being too mean to my players. And so I was like, okay, an 11, okay, cool. A 17, okay, cool. 12, okay, cool. 19, okay, cool. And then, at this point, the shopkeeper has bundled up all the supplies in a big old bag for the party. And the party only needs to take one more step to just grab the bag, disassemble the raccoon in a trench coat ruse, and make a break for the door, right? The tiefling only needs to make one more step. Only one! So, tiefling makes one final strength check. Another nat 1. A critical failure. And so the party hears a crunch as this poor tiefling's back gives out, and the entire party tumbles to the floor. The shopkeep immediately realizes that there are just 4 people in the trench coats and tries to grab the supplies off the counter. Luckily, our human, who was, you know, on that pomo leaf, was aware enough to grab the supplies out of reach. So the human grabs it first. The water genasi at one point did have some convenient pocket sand. So she was like, pocket sand, activate, and throws pocket sand at the shopkeep, temporarily blinding him. And the half-orc grabs the tiefling by the horn, and they all run out of the store. Over the course of the next 2 sessions, the tiefling had to be carried in a makeshift baby Bjorn, being carried on the back of the half-orc because his back injuries. He literally threw out his back. And so they eventually ran into a nice NPC who's a cleric who's willing to fix his back. But he did have that gamer posture for about a week in in-game time. It's like, imagine it's like that scene from SpongeBob where like they're in the Fry Cook games. And like, it's like, in the blue corner, it's SpongeBob. And in the red corner, it's Patrick. And then like, that giant guy with like a little backpack with like fucking Patrick strapped to his back shows up. That's exactly what it was, basically. Oh my god, it was so stupid. It was so I think like after that session, I was like, did you guys actually plan like who to be on top or anything? They're like, yeah, but Grendel, the name of the half-orc, Grendel's the scariest one. I'm like, you could have just sent Grendel in by himself. Why do you have to be all involved? You can just send him by himself. Why'd you all have to go through the door? Why? He could have just gone by himself. And they're like, oh. And then realized they just send one person in. Why they all have to be there? Crouching tummy hidden belly button. Thank you for the super. Pomo leaf increases reaction times. In this case, maybe. Thank you for the super. Soza ZX. Thank you for the super. Thank you. I'm playing a Warforged Paladin that has been shut down for years and doesn't remember its purpose. He found his way through. Found his way in faith. I punch and smite. I love a good paladin. I love playing paladins. They're so much fun. So much like good backstory potential. Thank you for the super. Yeah, but they're like. It's like literally there's 3 brain cells between the 4 of them. It's horrifying yet hilarious. But now there's like a mental image of like this poor tiefling. Poor Rai having to carry the entire party on his back and just casually have his spine like fucking fold like a folding chair. This poor dude, it was so funny. I think I have a lot of artists who are in my parties and they're like doodling as we play. I think one of my players drew Rai the tiefling as like a folding chair bent backwards. He's folded straight in half. It was so stupid. So dumb, I love it. It's great. Okay, now I have a question for you, chat. I have a question for you. If you're in their shoes, how would you intimidate the shop owner? What would you do to intimidate them? Keep it SFW, please. Good safe work. Gian, thank you for the... welcome back to the main show. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Thank you for renewing. It was so stupid. Starter fire is actually a good one, but like I'd be afraid of like catching the entire store on fire, considering that they're all kind of desperate for supplies. I'm not sure if they were willing to risk that. Oh, grapple them? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would be a good one to do. Like if you have like a high strength character, you can probably grapple. A monk would be a good idea. Or if you have rope, you can tie him up. Oh, banging on the walls pretending to be ghosts? That'd be funny though. That'd be really funny. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, why didn't you guys just send in... Why didn't you just send Grendel by himself? He can do it by himself. Why'd you guys have to all come in? Break his table, sneak in from the back. Ask politely. That was the best one. That's the best one. Ask politely. Just be like, excuse me, I can't afford any of this. Can you like please give some, please? Cat suggestion, yeah. To be fair, I don't think there wasn't any magic users in this party. They all like, no, we bonk and only bonk. Going guns blazing. Twerking, yeah. Like, well, like I think someone in your party has like plays ECL on their nose flute, and then everyone starts twerking to intimidate the shit out of the shopkeep. Even if they all came in, are 4 people mugging you scarier than this one big dude? I don't know. It depends on their intimidation, really. Because I had this NPC pretty like scary looking, but pretty neutral. And so like, even if like the water genasi rolled high enough, maybe like a 13 or higher on intimidation, I'd let it slide. Honestly, I'd probably let it slide. Big fist fight outside the shop and let the winner walk in and demand stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the nose flute alone would strike the fear in the hearts of men. Sounds like closing shit. A little bit. That guy's just trying to make a living, man. They don't get any visitors in this damn town. He's just trying to make his bank. He's trying to get this bag, okay? And here they are just terrorizing him. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. Okay. Good. Okay, so next story. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. The next story is I title it the BBEG flop. Okay. This one personally hurts me a little bit. Oh, Foos, thank you for the super. Ever had a joke character with traffic development? Yes, many. I've had 2 or 3, and they're NPCs. They're kind of like comic relief characters for my cast, but in reality, they had like a very like sad backstory. Okay. So, oh, let me change out the image. Which is it? This one? Yeah, it's this one. Change it out. Okay. So, here's a little sketchy sketch of my BBEG. So, this one is more embarrassing on my part. This one hurts me more than my players. So, alright, so I love writing bad guys. I love bad guys. I love a well-written villain character. And I don't get too much into this character's backstory. So with this character, the thing about them is that they've been an active threat to the party for like a while now. And by the way, this is the same party as the previous story, same party. And so a little bit later down the line, basically. And so this BBEG has been kind of like harassing them since the beginning, right? Like he'd send henchmen over or send like his pet bird to like spy on them and stuff like that. And so yeah, and so he was kind of like a thorn in their side for a good long while. And so at one point they finally confront him. He's not the BBEG, but he's like one of the BBEGs, right? So like a big deal, but not like the end game character. And so they get to a part where they meet him in a dungeon, and it's like they have to basically defeat the BBEG to escape. And I was so proud. I was so proud of this character. Like he looks cool, had like a badass backstory and stuff, had a cool scar, had a fucking mullet and shit. It was really cool. And like not only that, but I purposely made his stats pretty high because I know my party loves combat. This entire party based everything around strength. They want to just overwhelm their enemies. And so I purposely made this BBEG pretty strong so that he could give them like put the fear of God in them a little bit, you know, just to scare them off a little bit. So not only that, but because all of my players were mostly melee fighters, or like, you know, characters who just fight close combat, this guy's a paladin. Guiding Bolt has a range of 120 feet. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. They'd have fun reaching this guy. And so I wanted to have like an antithesis, like a powerful magic using enemy that would kind of give my party a run for their money, right? And so I was just proud of this. I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna love this. They're gonna finally get a chance to face off against this guy. He's been bugging them the entire campaign so far. It's gonna be great. They're gonna have a really hard time bringing him down, right? Because like I did plan for him to like die. I did plan for him to be defeated. However, I want it to be like really hard, right? Make a solid challenge for my players who've been doing really good at combat up until this point. And so at my table, just for context, at my table, generally speaking, I let my players roll their physical dice. Usually before the world is in its current state, I would meet up in person with my players to play games once a month. But because of the world being the way that it is, I was playing on Discord. No, actually we're using like an online tabletop. We were calling through Discord, and so I still let them use their regular dice. Right? They can use their dice because A, dice are not cheap, and B, they're fun to roll around and click clack. Right? Like the fun to like roll around and see, like, use your dice for what you bought them for. Right? I'm a dice goblin. I know fellow dice goblins will will agree. It's fun to roll your dice. However, I had an incident the previous year in a campaign that I was DMing where a player was regularly cheating their rolls. I don't think they know that I noticed a while ago. I let it slide for the most part because, like, if you fudge it by a point, I'll roll my eyes, but I'll let it slide, right? I'll just like, whatever. I'll just whatever. 1 point's not gonna kill anybody. But I'm maybe a laid-back DM, but I mentally keep track of things. So if you're constantly rolling attack rolls that hit above the AC, if you're constantly maxing out damage output on your dice, I'm gonna be a little sus of you. A little bit. I'm gonna suss you out a little bit. And so at this point, this player was constantly getting high hits and like constantly passing checks with flying colors. And I was like, okay, looking at your sheet, you don't have that many proficiencies. You don't have that much bonuses to your rolls. So why are you rolling so high constantly? Unless you're constantly hitting 20s, right? And so I was like, okay, something's not right. And so I eventually, during a boss encounter, I made them switch to digital dice. So like an online dice roller where I can see what they're rolling, right? And so lo and behold, when they moved to the online roller, their dice rolls returned to normal, like reasonable. Like sometimes they whiff a shot. Sometimes their damage output's not the best. Sometimes they fail a check. Or sometimes they just barely pass. It's like, it got normal. It got normal. And so I was like, okay. So with this campaign, scooching back to the present, well, at least for this story, considering that this was the first real boss battle that my players have gotten to, and I was still a little wary of cheaters, I had them use the online dice roller for this one. They were a little bit hesitant at first because this is my first time asking them to do so. Because usually I let them, like, I think their rolls are reasonable. They fail rolls all the time, that sort of thing. So I think I let it slide. They don't have to show me their rolls. But because it's the very first boss battle, and I want them to know that I take the numbers seriously, despite being a laid-back DM, I had them do that. They were hesitant at first because they weren't really like they thought I was sussing them out. I'm like, I'm not sussing you out. It's just a practice for the first BBEG. Show me your rolls, okay? We don't have to do it again after this. Just for this session, I want to see your rolls. And so, just to, like, comfort them, just to, like, you know, give them some reassurance, I was like, okay, don't worry. I'll use it too. We can all look at each other's rolls. I don't have to tell you what I'm rolling for. I can just be quiet about it if I want to, because I'm the DM and I make the rolls. But I will roll alongside you if it makes you more comfortable. And so it made them more comfortable. And so, yeah, and so, like, I rolled alongside them. And a little side note here. I'm gonna be very transparent. Every DM occasionally fudges their rolls. Every single one. Every single one. If a DM tells you they don't lie about their rolls sometimes, that DM is lying. It happens. Sometimes we have to lie about the rolls, okay? Sometimes we have to. For example, like, I've had stuff happen where, like, I had to spare a player's life because they failed a roll so catastrophically that I have to spare them going to death saves because they did so badly, and I don't want them to go down in the first wave of initiative order. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm gonna fudge this roll. It wasn't 18 points; it was 8 points of damage. You know, like, I do that a lot, and like even the other way around too. Like if my players are too lucky and they're rolling too high, and this BBEG needs to stand around for a little bit longer to give them an actual challenge, I'll lie. Like, I'll completely fuck up a roll and be like, oh yeah, it's a nat 20. Get ready for a double damage, baby. You like that? I do that sometimes. Like, every DM does it. Most DMs do it, you know? It's for the sake of continuity. It's one of those one of those situations where it's like, fuck the rules. Sometimes you have to, you know? For the sake of comfort, for the sake of fun, sometimes you have to fudge the rules a little bit, right? And so, here's what fucking happens. So, back to the story. We begin combat. Initiative order, I think, or half orc goes first. I think, my BBEG was, second to last. I want it to be, because it's their first boss battle, I don't want there to be auxiliary enemies in the way. And because I did make this boss intentionally pretty difficult, I wanted them to allocate all of their focus on just him, right? And so, I wanted to put I was so excited. I'm gonna put the fear of God in these guys. They have no idea how powerful I made this guy. You know, he's got guiding bolt in the 4th level, already charged up, ready to go. He's got, like, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. The half orc was first in initiative order, so he went first, followed by the human, tiefling, and then me, and then I think the Genasi. So the first 3 actually did very well. I saw the rolls. They did pretty well in damage, already knocking out a pretty sizable chunk of the bad guy's HP, right? And so, I was like, it was my turn. And I was like, I cannot wait to bonk them into oblivion and see them cower in fear from the sheer power of my paladin. It was a paladin, by the way, this enemy. And so I prepared a 3rd level guiding bolt. I aim it at the half orc. And I fucking whiff it. I fucking whiff it. The half orc's AC, the armor class, is 18. I rolled a 15. No, at least my total was at 15. And I was like, oh, fuck. Shit, alright, cool. This first one's a fluke. This first one's a fucking fluke. This is a warning shot, okay? A warning shot. And so, initiative order resumes. They do more damage, and then it comes back to my turn again. So I'm like, okay. You guys are not gonna see this one coming. You're gonna see this one coming. Bitch, I'm coming at you with a 4th level guiding bolt. Do you know how many extra dice of radiant damage that is? That's ridiculous amounts of radiant damage, okay? And so, prepare a 4th level guiding bolt at the half orc. I fucking whiff it a 2nd time. I rolled a 2. My modifiers can't save that. My modifiers can't fucking save that. Okay. And so I whiff it. And at this point, I think up until that point, this character, this one, the BBEG, wore an eye patch over that scarred eye. And at that point, my player's making fun of him, like, oh, what, like, are we 2 eye patches? Is that what's happening? Is that why you're whiffing all your shots? And I was like, shut the fuck up, don't make fun of him. And so Okay, and then like it's like they're actively bullying him at this point. And so like the battle goes on, initiative order like resets and they go back in order. So I do manage to hit them a little bit here and there. I think I managed to nail the half orc with a. At this point, I didn't want to waste spell slots. I was like, okay, a level 1 guiding bolt. I managed to hit a guiding bolt. I managed to like, you know, do a little bit damage here and there, land a smite here and there, and that sort of thing. So like, I think at this point, my BBEG was actually pretty low on HP, but was doing pretty good to the point where like I think my players were starting to use their items to heal themselves because it's getting a little bit serious. And so cycle comes again. It's my turn again, and I'm like, okay. The guiding bolt clearly is not working too great. You know what? Let's try divine smites, but I haven't used that. I haven't used that one yet. So the tiefling was actually well within melee range, and so I was like, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna have this guy turn around and just divine smite the living shit out of the tiefling. And so I aim at the tiefling, and I actually managed to land a hit. Like my, I didn't crit or anything, but I managed to beat out his AC. So the spell lets me... So Divine Smite, the way it works, for those who don't know, Divine Smite basically lets you have your normal attack, to roll for that, to roll damage for that. And also, depending on the level, I mean, yeah, then you also get an extra 2d8s of radiant damage, right? And so I roll for the normal attack. I get 11 points of slashing damage, which is not bad. 11 points is pretty solid. You know, like, these guys are not particularly high HP characters, so like 11 fucking hurts. And then I was like, oh yeah, these 2d8 are gonna put you in your death throes, baby. Get ready to start rolling for your death saves, okay? Get ready for it, baby. Excuse me. And so I was ready for like, oh yeah, what if I got a 16 and a 16 radiant damage? That'll just obliterate you, send you to the Shadow Realm. I roll my d8. I roll my 2d8s. First dice, a 1. Second dice, a 2. I did 3 whole ass points of radiant damage. I might as well just whipped out a flashlight, shine the light in his eyes, and put it away. That's all it did. That's all it fucking did. And I remember when they saw my dice rolls, everyone just collectively starts wheezing. Because they were scared for a second. Because when they saw that the Divine Smite connected and like landed 11 points of slashing, the tiefling only had like, I think what? I think 8 points of HP left, something low. It was below 10. Barely any HP left. And so fucking, when he got a fucking 3 radiant damage, we just like start wheezing, started cackling. I literally quietly leaned back. Just kind of buried my face in my hands a little bit. It was so embarrassing! It was so embarrassing! I just shined a flashlight in his face, basically. That's all I did. And so what's even more embarrassing, that's a tiefling. That tiefling was level 6. That tiefling has Hellish Rebuke. Hellish Rebuke basically allows the tiefling, when they receive damage, it lets them reciprocate immediately. So they don't have to wait for their turn in initiative. They can automatically return a hit. And it's fire damage. So, successful... so the way it works is, immediately, he casts Hellish Rebuke. And I have to make a, I think, Dex saving throw. And if I fail, then I get 2 d10s worth of fire damage, basically. So... Guess who failed this? Guess who failed the Dex save? My paladin was not meant for dexterity. It's armor. He's wearing full plate armor. What do you expect? He's not dexterous. He's just strong and smart. That's it. And so I failed, and I was like, okay, what's the damage? I was like, okay, if it's like a low roll on the 2d10s, it should be not that bad. It shouldn't be that bad. Fucking, the first one was an 8. The second one was a 9. My fucking paladin died immediately. It just immediately passes away. And they're like, oh, he did it. I'm like, I buried my face in my hands. I'm like, why? Do you know how long I spent writing the lore, the backstory, and the writing the stats for this character? I just fucking got Thanos snapped by this tiny ass tiefling who's barely 5 feet tall. And so at that point, it took every ounce of willpower to not just drop a beholder on them immediately and TPK their asses. But I was so mad. I I put in so much effort in this stupid BBEG that it flopped! Damn it! Dang it! I was so mad. I was so mad. I was so mad. It was so stupid. I should have killed him out of spite. I should have done it. Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. BBEG, bro barely entered game. I know, right? It was so painful. It was so painful. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. I wanted to be like, oh, you turn the corner and there's a fucking beholder. Roll for initiative again. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to read your name. I'm sorry, I can't read it. But thank you for the super. I'm a KP. I lied about about dice multiple times. I don't want the players to die before the epic battle, so lots of time writing the boss's lines. I know, right? Like, girl, I put in so much effort into writing the story. I'm not having you die right here. I will lie about my dice rolls if I have to. Thank you for the super. Thank you, thank you. And no, it was like fairly baldies guy. I'm still mad about it. I'm still furious about it. I look back, like, every now and then, if one of the players is sitting at my table, they'll be like, remember that one time we killed off your paladin in like 2 minutes? I'm like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I might just have him come back as like a revenant or something, honestly. Have fun getting haunted. Damn. Okay. Now I have a question for you. Obviously, I like a BBEG who's like very elegant, very like badass looking. What's your ideal BBEG? What's your ideal big bad evil guy? If you had to write like a big bad guy right now, how would you do it? How would you do it? Oh, Run the Castle, welcome to the main show. Welcome. Happy to have you. Yeah, but a Revenant would be a good idea though, because he does seek revenge for being embarrassed. A boss one with big guns. Someone just wrote Hisoka. Vox Akuma? Would Vox Senpai make a good BBEG? He's too nice. Something goofy like Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2. Maybe, yeah, I like a goofy BBEG too. I think at one point I used Kirby as a BBEG for a one-shot once. It was like a really dumb drunken one-shot. And I repurposed Kirby to be a beholder. I want Vox to voice my BBEG. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it would be good. I feel like Vox Senpai does a good villain impression. The players are the BBEG. Oh, maybe. That'd be a fun twist, right? I personally love BBEGs that are either good in their own eyes or have zero regards for anyone or anything. A little straight, I think, just for the sake of it. Yeah, like a chaotic neutral. Yeah, that's fun too. A powerhouse? Yeah, that's what this guy was. Like, I think like there was a lot of fear and hype around him because he had so many henchmen who feared him so much, and they fucking meet him. They fucking kill him immediately. Boost, thank you for the super. Thank you. I want oh, pardon. I want bad guys that makes good moral points. Yeah, that'd be fun. That's fun too. Yeah. How come? Hold on. How come my notifications aren't working? Eh? My notifications for supers aren't working. What the heck? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to double check that for stream. I don't know why they're not showing up. Okay. Jazz, thank you for the soup. Welcome back to the main show. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Make him extremely hot and like a 20 in charisma. Instead of hitting back, he tried to convince the players of the party either join him or attack each other. I have another character who does that. Yeah. I have another very beautiful bad guy that's in a different campaign. Yeah, she's very beautiful, very good looking person, and so like her shtick is that she tries to turn you against each other, you know. I like villains are former good guys driven to madness and evil. Yeah, I think a lot of good warlock characters are like that. Yeah, like I think that would make for a good warlock BBEG because oftentimes they're kind of that same vein. Yeah. Too hot to die. Yeah, no, it's fun. I think one of my other DM friends had this idea of having a BBEG that was a building. Like the BBEG was like basically a sentient haunted building that was trying to eat the players alive. And that was a really cool idea. A BBEG, you don't necessarily win through a straight brawl. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, like maybe try to find new ways of defeating them without combat. Like maybe outsmarting them or outwitting him. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically Monster House, but D&D. It's basically what it was. Yeah, also, with that being said, I love Monster House. That's a good movie. What year is that? It was like, what, 2005? Old movie. Yeah. Oh yeah, like overconfidence. I love an overconfident, like this really cocky BBEG. I love it. A solid villain arc. Like how to be a villain who wins over Aya's heart. Be really like self-assured. Villains have a justifiable background about their actions. Yeah. Those make for nice complex backstories too. I don't want to get into the backstory of this. I feel like it's kind of cringe. Kind of cringe to talk about, but like. Maybe one of these days I'll talk about my characters. We'll see. Okay. I remember once one of my DM friends and I were just kind of like chit-chatting and just shooting the shit. Have you guys seen Spy Kids 3D? Have you seen Spy Kids 3D? Because there's this one Spy Kids 3D. Remember it had the guy and it's Elijah Wood. One of my DM friends was like, what if I made a one-shot for Elijah Wood was the BBEG? What if I have the guy as the bad guy? I was like, why? it's like cake. It's so dumb. I hate my DM friends who come up with like stupid ass ideas. I'm gonna steal it. That's really funny. Oh, I hate it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay. These next ones are kind of shorter, but I don't really have any illustrations for them. So I'm just gonna have I'm just gonna leave my handsome BBEG over here. But the next story. Thanks for sharing, y'all. Thank you. The next story is where is it? I have it listed. Oh, Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. I had my players for turn 1 of my BBEG villains. I had my players turn 1 of my BBEG villain. Next session I had a vampire spawn kill player 6 times. Oh my god, yeah, D&D is absolutely wild. Like you can like it's mean. I feel like I can be I try not to be a mean DM. I try not to, but at the same time like bullying them a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes I had Kanyes fail random performance checks for no particular reason. He scored high enough. And it's like, oh, does a 14 work? I'm like, no. It doesn't actually. You failed. Just to fuck with him a little bit. Okay. So, okay, so this next story, I'm titling RP, but make it awkward. So, oh man, this one was also a bit of a trip. This one physically hurt me more than anything. because you can see where you can see where this is fucking going. So, a while back, so generally speaking, actually I forgot about the story until Millie Senpai had her awkward RP Totsu stream the other week. That was really funny. I forgot about the story, but I remembered the story like a fucking PTSD war flashback when Millie Senpai did that stream. So generally speaking, when I have D&D, whenever I host sessions, I like having at least one experienced player in the group. I don't mind welcoming new players. I have a lot of friends who are interested in it, but don't want to commit to a campaign, so they like playing with me because they know I just do one shot. So it's like, you know, low commitment, yeah? Jackson, thank you for the super. We all know where this is gonna go. Oh, it gets painful. So, I begin with this, it's so bad. But, so, most of the players, at this point, were relatively new. I tried sticking in a player that was experienced in what they did, so that they could follow their example, right? But that one player ended up having to cancel last second, so I was like, okay, well now I have 4 really inexperienced players. Let me change up the one shot for today. So it's a little bit less combat heavy. There's only one instance of combat, and let's do mostly RP this time. Okay, so that was the idea. So, with this session, I told them how to pick their characters and that sort of thing. I actually made it easier for them. I walked them through it all in one go. I made it really simple for them, really easy to have their characters ready to go. So, my usual players, who are experienced, can bounce off each other really easily. These guys. The premise of this one shot was that they landed on an island and there's treasure on it. They have to find the treasure, right? And so like the treasure's on the opposite side of the island, and so I told them their surroundings. Like, oh, so you're in a beach. There seems to be a few buildings around here. You don't remember how you got here. You may have floated in on a boat somewhere. You see some supplies in a shed nearby. What would you like to do? That sort of thing. And so I opened the floor to let them roleplay. Crickets. Not a single sound leaves their lips. Not a single one. And like, I thought they were muted for a second. I was like, you guys there? And like, oh yeah, we're here. I was like, oh no, this is not it. And someone piped up. Someone's like, oh, actually, I'm like, oh yes, interaction. They're like, are we allowed to walk around? I'm like, on the beach? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that go ahead, go for it. And he was like, oh, okay. Then he doesn't fucking walk around, he just asked if he could. And so I was like, okay, right. So silence. Then someone in my group goes like, so what do we do? I'm like, oh, this is where you act out the parts. Like you can start talking like your character, and if you don't feel comfortable like speaking as your character or acting, you can always speak in third person. Like, oh well, my character's doing this, or my character's gonna do this, rather than saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna walk over here. You can speak in third person if it makes you more comfortable. That's fine. And so I told them that. I'm like, oh, okay. Back to silence. I was like, okay, this is gonna be the longest fucking one shot I've ever done. And so at that point, I start directly calling out to players. So like, hey you, Sam, the druid gnome, what would you like to do? Or like, Taro, the tabaxi monk, what would you like to do? You know? As I had to singly call them out. And even when they did answer, it was like one sentence answers. I was like, oh, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm like, why are you playing? Why are you here? One of the biggest, most important parts of D&D is the roleplay. So what are you doing here? And so like, I was like, oh, it was so awkward. And at one point, I hear snoring. Someone fucking fell asleep. I was like, wow, is it that bad? Is it that fucking bad? It was a fun one too. It was like a treasure hunt. It was gonna be fun. It'll do a lot of like fun little puzzles and stuff. I had a lot of fun stuff planned, and they fucking fell asleep. And I was like, I hate it here. It was emotional damage. And so like, fun fact, I thought the awkwardness would scare them away from playing D&D with me ever again. All of them but one have actually returned to me like later down the line to ask to be put back in another campaign. And once you put them in with more experienced players, they like really began to like take off, like learn how to RP and like go into their character and that sort of stuff. And it's like it turned out just fine, but like they did much better then. But I was like, this first one was painful. I remember like writing in my bullet journal, I was like, this is the most painful game of D&D I've ever played my entire life. It was so awkward. It was so painful. I could not get them to talk. I could not. I was literally like, Sam, do you want to check this trap? And he's like, oh, okay. Like, you should be the one asking me. I should not be having to guide you so much. I get it, you're new, but like I laid down the ground rules and purposely made it very easy for you. Damn it. Oh, Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. Just wanted to say, you seem like a great DM, a dork master. What? Well, yeah, I'm the master of the dorks, because you're dorks, and I'm the master of the dorks. Yeah, totally. Thank you for the super. Thank you. There was like so much awkward silence, and like I think that like when I started hearing the snoring, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm quitting my job as a DM. Unagi Clips, thank you for the soup. I mean, welcome back to Maiden Shit. Welcome back. I'd like to make the BBEG like the son of the first goblin of the party killed, all grown up, overpowered and fueled with revenge. Wouldn't that be funny? Like the first kill you made, like someone comes back to avenge them. That'd be funny. That's a good character development too. Thank you. Welcome back. Whoa, Jay, thank you for the super. I try and have my characters be smart sometimes and have the funniest death. My current funny death is when I forgot that I had a mouse in my pocket. 1 hour later, it became a purple worm and it squashed my warrior. Oh my god. It's like a casual giant like in your boob pocket. Oh, thank you for the super, Jay. Thank you. That's I gotcha. No, I'm not a dork. I'm the master of the dorks. Okay. Okay. But I also had another interaction where actually I didn't write this in my notes, but it's like occasionally I get weird people at my table where like a friend of a friend asked if their friend could join my table for a one shot, and I was like okay, and it was ending up being like a pretty big one shot group because usually I limit my table to around 6 people max, because after that like combat slogs on forever waiting for initiative order, actions take forever, checks take forever. It's just such a pain to juggle that many people, and so like I just like, you know, trying to cut it off around the 6-person mark. When this friend of a friend asked if their friend could join, it was pushing the table to 7 people, and I was like, that's kind of it's kind of pushing my limit a little bit. But they're like, oh, but like I told him all about your campaigns, I told him how much fun they were, and so like, can you please let him join, please let him join. I'm like, okay, we'll do once, and this one's not a very combat heavy like one shot, so like it should be okay. And so I let him join. He joins in, and like, mind you, my table for this session was literally all girls and like 1 dude, right? And that was him, the single dude. It was like the vibes were immediately a little bit off because he kept on trying to hit on the female characters, and I was like, huh? Like, I mean, I guess it's like roleplay or whatever, but like his excuse was that like, oh, but like my character's really flirtatious though. I'm like, And so like I rarely DM a player character in the mid game because I feel like it breaks up the flow of things. I really DM'd him and I was like, okay, dude, like I don't care if it's like your roleplay thing, like you might make the girls uncomfortable, so like, can you like dial it down? You can still be flirtatious with NPCs, sure, do it all you want, but like not with player characters. Just pick a different target. And so like he kind of like he kept away from doing it for like a little while longer, but then towards the end of the session he kind of picked it back up again, and I was like, yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that at my table. So he's since not been welcomed back at my table just because he makes people a little bit uncomfortable. So don't do that. It's D&D, not time to hit on girls. But yeah, it was a little, no, not it. That was not it. No. Okay, the next story was that's more of a side tangent, but this next one is one that also brings me pain. Oh, Nacho, thank you for the super. I've had that issue with others not RPing when I was the player, and since I was the only one doing stuff, I felt awful because I didn't want to be the protag the entire time, but no one ever did stuff. Exactly, it's a weird dichotomy where I want to move the story forward, but I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm talking over other players, and so like I want to like you know, progress the story, but I feel like I'm just hogging the DM's time and hogging the limelight, you know? So it makes me feel bad, but like it's necessary sometimes, you know? Jackson, thank you for the super. I had a table like that too. I had to kick his butt out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I have a lot of like, again, I'm a laid back DM, but I have hard rules you do not cross. Yeah, and actually, whenever I do a campaign, I usually do a courtesy check-in first. I will DM my players, especially if they're new or unfamiliar with my games. I basically DM them like, hey, welcome to my table. Happy to have you. Give me a brief list of things you do not want touched on, like topics or themes that make you uncomfortable, that you don't like for whatever reason, that you just want me to avoid. Then I'll make sure to omit them from my story or alter them, or maybe just, you know, do whatever that makes you more comfortable, right? I try to be accommodating to these sorts of things. And so yeah, and so like if they have a thing they're very particularly sensitive about, I need to know so I can make sure to avoid it at all costs. And also that way when the game starts on session 0, I can have a brief list of things like, okay, hello players, here is a list of things we will not do, okay? Like, you know, there's usually, you know, a base, you know, set of rules I have, like don't be XYZ, don't do this, don't say this. And if I need anything else to add on to that, that's where I ask the players to give me their input. Yeah, I just feel like it's a polite thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the super, Jackson. Thank you. I still can't read your name. Can someone read this name for me? I recognize that. I feel so bad. I can't read your names. I'm so sorry. I wrote a villain monologue for a female doctor. She died in like 5 minutes after she showed up. PL rolled a critical hit and killed her almost immediately. Oh my god, I feel that. Like, how dare you? At that point, I would have just lied and just gave her extra HP. I was just like, oh, she has 5,000 HP now. Yeah, crazy. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, consent checklist. Yeah, that sort of thing. Like, I kind of have like a checklist system like that. Yeah. The name is Fugetsu? Is that the name? Is that how it is? Okay, Fugetsu? Okay, Kacho Fugetsu. Oh, okay, Kacho Fugetsu. Thank you for the super. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. I'll try to remember. Exactly. Like, for those of you who are new DMs or learning to become DMs, it's a good idea to check in with your players before you start playing, just to check where they're comfortable at, you know? Like, some people like do not like talking about certain subjects and that sort of stuff, so it's reasonable and polite of you to accommodate for that, because you are sharing your story, but they are actors in your story. You should probably give them due respect for it. Yeah. Yeah, sudden HP increase is a classic maneuver. Yeah, a classic DM move. Classic maneuver. Gets them every time. What can I say? Okay. The next story is this is actually a short one, so I probably don't need to title it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna title this one. Okay. D&D IRL. So, I think I've been DMing for a couple years now, for a few years. I've always like I said, I've been a pretty low contact DM. I only DM maybe one game a month about. If I'm particularly free, then I'll do more than that, but usually it's just like one at a time. So for D&D IRL, we had an in-person game. Like, one of my groups, we only been playing online for a while because we knew each other from like our classes, but we didn't really have much in common enough to like hang out much. But I was like, okay, we've been like 5 episodes into this campaign. We should probably like meet up for an actual campaign and stuff. Like, meet up for an actual session. And so like we were gonna meet at one of the players' places. And so like I think we were talking in the group chat and we are like, wouldn't it be funny if we all dressed up? You know? And so the thing is for this group, what happened was, the premise of this one-shot series was we're all cultists. And so like everyone like, but it's cool though. We had cool outfits. Everyone had a fun robe. Like, we're all robe enjoyers, and they had robes and like cool patterns on them and stuff, and like, you know, like cool unique looks that goes with our cloaks. And so like, me being a DM, I own a DM robe. Of course I do. And so we pull up. We all like, I think we all meet up at a grocery store first to pick up snacks for the session. We're already dressed up in our robes. We waltzed into the nearest Asian supermarket in full-blown cult cosplay. And like, the amount of looks we got, I was like, and the thing is, I didn't even notice it because like, my cloak is really comfy. It has like a nice lining, so it's really nice and fuzzy and really comfortable. And so I kind of forgot that I was wearing it for a bit. I walked in, we're getting these looks. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, we are an actual cult right now. And I was like, oh shit, wait a second. And like, the amount of like mothers clutching their pearls and shielding their children from us. I was like, oh no, we are the problem. Oh no. Like, the session went fine, but we did like at one point, like, oh, we should probably take these off, shouldn't we? But yeah, no, like, no one really noticed until we could start getting weird looks like, oh shit, we're all cultists right now. Oh, Nate Dell, welcome to the main show. Welcome. Happy to have you. Welcome. I'm amazed we didn't get called up on. I'm amazed that we didn't get like sent, like had the police called on us. So you look suspicious. We conga lined through the grocery store picking up snacks and drinks before we realized like we are a conga line of cultists. Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but it was fun. I mean, we have a good laugh about it now. Okay. So, next story. Oopsies. This one is how to be a bad player. Here you go. You know where this is going. I'm gonna start bitching about something. Okay, there it is. So, I've mentioned this before in one of my drawing Zatsus, but actually, let me just remember this picture. So, oh no! Come back, me. Okay. How to be a bad player. Okay, so here's where the tea comes out. So, okay, so this is not one of my games. This is luckily and unfortunately, like luckily but unluckily, this was a close friend of mine. He's an amazing DM, a fantastic DM. Was so accommodating and was like, that's why it's like he's so creative and really fun. And so like I thoroughly enjoyed my experience playing with him because I think I played a one-shot with him before fully committing to a campaign like years and years and years ago. But at that point, I was already pretty well-versed in player etiquette. Like, you don't do this, you don't do that. You're respectful of people's decisions, you wait your turn to talk, that sort of thing. And one of our players was also pretty experienced, probably had more experience than me at that point. Had probably been playing longer than me. And so my DM went out of his way to ask us about our character backstories so he can weave them into the overarching story. So like, my character was a cultist. I'm noticing a trend here. A cultist. And whenever he wandered from town to town, he had to do investigation checks to see whether or not he was welcome there. Right? He's a famous like cult leader, right? And so he has to like run checks. And if he find out that he's not welcome there, he has to be incognito the entire time. He has to be hidden the entire time. Whereas if he's like, you know, welcome there, then he can like live the high life, bask in money and that sort of thing, right? And so like there's a lot of fun mechanics that the DM set up for us. And in comes Xander Bloodborne. Okay, so Xander is the worst character I've ever encountered because it was edgy McGee, like fucking like Sasuke during the tuning exams level of edgy, right? And like I've told this story before, so I'll make it brief. But this player and this character, it's like was so annoying and so uncomfortable to be around because for some reason the player was like, yeah, Xander doesn't like people, so he's gonna try to fight the party, so just be ready for that. And we're like, wait, what? And like generally speaking, the premise of D&D when you're in a party is that you already like each other. You're in the party together. There's a reason why you're together. There's a reason why you're traveling together. And so is she like no, but Xander doesn't like people, so he's gonna fight the party. And like literally every other day, every other session, the DM had to fucking remind this player that like, by the way, you guys like each other, just so you know. And so I had to constantly talk Xander down from trying to fight with the rest of the party. And like it's so super edgy too. Like the group would decide on something like, okay, let's take this path because we think it's safer. Then Xander would be like, oh no, I'll take the other path. I'm like, that's not what we're agreeing on. Don't split the party. It makes it so hard to keep with continuity. And so like it was so annoying. It got to the point where it drove my DM crazy to the point where he halted the campaign. Yeah, and like he didn't want to just pause the campaign and like because like Xander, despite being so annoying, his story is also woven into the campaign story. And so like if we just take him out, we're missing a big chunk of history, a big chunk of the story. And so like my DM had just had enough. Like the DM gave multiple warnings and they didn't listen. And so eventually my DM had enough of it and just ended the campaign right then and there. Like sent us a long Discord message, saying like, I'm so sorry, like I just like, you know, I just don't think it's working out. This is not fitting my schedule and I'm not having fun being your DM right now. And I was like, oh shit, really? Shit. And so luckily my DM eventually stopped DMing because he got busy, but he did hold one more one shot for the remaining players. We just had to secretly not invite Xander. Had one last little one shot to just celebrate our group as a whole before he formally closed out his career as a DM. And so like we had like a fun little get together. It was fun. We cried a little bit just because I think we were playing for 7 months before he quit. Yeah, and so it was like it was so shitty too because like it was a fun campaign, but of course just one bad apple, right? But it's like the constant infighting was too much. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes too. But the last hurrah was really fun. I think we tied off a lot of loose ends and that sort of thing. So it wrapped it all nicely in a big bow. So the campaign, although cut short, had a nice ending to it. So yeah. That's how you be a bad player. Fucking contrarian, fighting with the party, disagreeing with the DM and stuff. Like the DM is blessing you with their story. If you don't agree with something, then maybe ask them for like changes off, like, you know, out of the session. But like actively being like, I'm not going there because I don't want to. In fact, I want to fight the party right now. That's just contrarian and annoying. You're actively being annoying to your players and your DM. So don't fucking do that, you know? Okay, but here's the last story of the night. Okay, we're trying to keep it short here, right? Okay, here's the last story of the night, and this is my personal favorite. Okay, this one is short and cursed. Okay, save the best for last, right? This story is titled "Extra Storage." Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be vague about this one. I'm trying to be a little bit vague. But Jackson, thank you for the super. I DM'd for 2 years before I went back to school. Your stories make me miss it. Maybe you can pick it. Find time to pick it up sometime. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a hassle. That's why I only ever DM like a game maybe once a month about. I try to find time with it because it makes me happy. So yeah. Thank you for the super, Jackson. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so wait, should I save the story for last? Let me tell a different story first, then I'll tell this one, okay? I'll tell this one last. Okay. This one actually don't have a title for it. Let's see, breaking news. Cat boy cries in 4K. Okay, sorry. Let's do this one instead. I'll save that one for last because it's particularly cursed. So this one's more like actually my own player experience, right? As a player for this campaign. It's actually still ongoing. I still play this character. But so I have in a 2E campaign a tabaxi. No, actually no, it's a N2E. They call it catfolk. I have a catfolk fighter. I've talked about him before. He's short, he's fit, he's handsome. He's also a massive crybaby. He cries about literally anything. He's like very like he comes across as suave and like serious and like disciplined, but like if you so much as look at him kind of mean he will cry. Like if you so much as if you pull him aside and say, "Hey, I find you mildly unpleasant," he will lose his shit. He will cry for days. Okay? Massive baby, right? And so it's like okay. So he hates being involved in any kind of interpersonal conflict, like arguments and that sort of thing. And he hates like he loves his castmates, his fellow players, and so like they're very close and they're like they trust each other quite a bit. And he would never do anything to hurt them. And so like whenever there's arguments between members, he tends to back out of it because he's so like hates that kind of interaction. And so through a series of events beyond his control, he and the rest of the party were signed on to a PvP tournament where they had to fight other contestants, other participants, as well as their own party mates, which is his worst fucking nightmare. And so, my character's actually pretty cracked. We were using Roll20 for this. And like, it's like my character was the only fighter in the party. We had a ranger, we had, oh shit, what else do we have? Oh man, it's been a while. We haven't had a game in 2 months. I'm forgetting my own cast. But we have a lot of like magic users especially, but he's the only fighter. And so, he's doing great. He enters the tournament. His primary weapon is a meteor hammer. Do you know what a meteor hammer is? A meteor hammer is essentially like a kind of like a Shaolin weapon where it's like two like chains, like two like iron balls tied to a chain, and like they swing it around like to bludgeon people with it, right? It looks super cool. It looks super cool. I think it's at 1 or 2. It's 1 or 2 balls, I think. Something like that. But his weapon of choice is the meteor hammer. And so like he flings it around, bopping people upside the head, knocking them out, and like climbing up the tournament really easily. And so at one point, he has to face off against oddly enough, her name is Scarlet. Who's a fellow member of the party. She's a vampire. Dampire, excuse me, Dampire. And so he immediately starts crying. Fonzie like, I don't want to do it. He's weeping, like bawling his little eyes out. He's like fucking meowing in sorrow. And like I feel like catfolk language just sounds like little cat noises. And this is fucking like meowing and crying. Like I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to do this. And so but like I can't back down. We have to because there's like a punishment if we don't participate. And so we start fighting. He immediately starts. He lands a hit and starts apologizing profusely. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And like she's trying to like, you know, hit him back and that sort of thing, but she's missing because this he's very agile and very strong. And so the way 2E works, there's an action economy. So every time it's your turn to fight, it's your turn to attack. You have three turns. You have three actions you can do. If you choose to attack for all 3 turns, because you can do that, because you can like, you can move, you can put away a weapon, you can prepare a weapon, you can attack. If you choose to attack all 3 times, the first one you roll normally. The second consecutive attack you roll, but you get a penalty to your roll. Third time you attack, you get an even heavier penalty to your roll, so it's less likely to hit. My fighter is so cracked, and like I have screenshots of the dice rolls for this because I was in shock. He did so well that despite having... He attacked 3 times in a row. Despite having the penalties, he landed each and every hit. He critted the first hit, and he landed all the other 2. He's kind of cracked a little bit. And so, he's so cracked. He lands all 3 hits, and he's so overwhelmed with regret, he starts crying, like weeping his eyes out as he's swinging around the meteor hammer. And so, like... We have like this mental image of him like spinning around like a helicopter, like a Link's up B attack with a meteor hammer, while like crying and meowing and like tears are flying everywhere. He's like spitting and drooling and snotting, and he ends up winning the tournament. And at one point we take like a group photo together, you know, like, oh look, he won the tournament, hurry, group photo. And so my DM commissioned an art piece of our characters all together posing with my character who's holding a trophy. He's like crying, right? And so he commissioned the art piece. The party is standing around, my character smiling, giving a thumbs up. Fucking the artist he commissioned photoshopped the crying cat meme over my character's face. The fucking crying cat meme, like the no, that fucking meme with like the motion blur effect. It was so shady. It was so fucking shady. Holy shit, leave me alone. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, okay? It's full-blown ugly crying into his trophy. It was just photoshopped, and then like I think he changed the banner picture of our Discord group for this campaign as that photo. That like is my fucking my cat folk fighter just sad crying into the camera, doing him dirty like that. I can't believe it. I hate it here. That was so funny. It was so stupid. God bless him though. Bless him. Actually, I do have a picture of him. I might show you guys later. I might show you a picture of him. But here's the last story of the night. Now this one is... Okay, for real this time, we're gonna talk about this story. So this one is what one would colloquially known as cursed. You can hear my nar? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think there's like a clipper out there who did like a compilation of my nars from the Kirby Dream Buffet, because I was going nar the entire time. Okay, so this one is fucking stupid. So this one's also 2E. Same campaign, same characters as I just talked about. So generally speaking, I'm laid back. I'm personally laid back with inventory space. So I'll occasionally check in on a player's character sheet to check for their inventory to see if it's reasonable, or I'll just ask them like, hey, what's in your inventory right now? Tell me. And like usually I let most stuff slide. Even if they're carrying a lot of stuff, I'll let it slide. I don't see the point of being super like policey about it. You know, it's just inventory management's a pain in the ass anyways. But in 2E, there's a bulk system where certain items have a certain weight to them, and at one point they're going to be too heavy to carry for your class type or your race. And so we were pretty late into the game, and we had a lot of stuff in our inventory, and we got like kind of max out our bulk. And so yeah, like we're over encumbered. Yeah, we're borderline over encumbered. And like mind you, my character was carrying a lot of stuff for other people already. Like they gave him some of their stuff to carry because he's strong. And so I'm personally loose about it. My DM for this was a little bit more strict on the rules. And so when another player wanted to pick up a small item and put it in his inventory, my DM wouldn't allow it. Because like, no, you're out of space. I'm sorry, you're out of space. And so we're like, oh shit. He asked my character, like, do you have any extra space? Can you hold my stuff? I'm like, dude, I cannot. I'm already borderline over encumbered. I cannot carry your stuff for you. And so like it's like an enchanted jade ring too. It's like it's really valuable. We're probably not going to come across something like this ever again. And so it's like he really wanted to keep it, but he's at his bulk limits. And so the thing is, like, the DM is already really lax with him. Like, I think he was already well over encumbered, but still let him put a few things here and there. But I think, like, my DM put his foot down. Like, okay, yeah, no, you can't, no more, okay, no more. And so but he really wanted that ring. And so the player just goes like, well, I can make it fit somewhere else. And the DM and the rest of us were like, what do you mean? And then the player asked the DM, he's like, hey, can we hop in the other VC real quick? And the DM's like, oh, okay. They hopped out of our VC, hopped into a VC adjacent to ours, and a couple minutes pass. They come back to our VC. The DM sounds defeated. The DM is like, okay, roll me acrobatics. And so we hear a dice roll. He's like, does a 16 work? The DM goes, yeah, it fits. We're too scared to ask where it went. We're too scared to ask where it went. And to be fair, this happened months ago. We have not seen the ring ever since. So... Bro? Ayo? Ayo? I don't know where it went. I do know where it went, I lied. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. I don't know what kind of fun little orifice he's put the ring in. I don't want to ask. But there you have it. There you fucking have it. It's funny how this DM who's very strict on like the storage stuff will let a player get away with that. He's not wearing it, he's storing it. It's not being worn anywhere. It's not on anything. It's in something, that's for sure. Lord of the Rings could have ended up really different. Okay, that's cursed. I'll shut up. That's really cursed. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. It's my DM. He's a little shithead. Like I think it was like I think my DM was like, okay, it was creative, so I let it slide. Yeah, we haven't seen it since. We haven't seen it since. Where'd it go? Never have I felt such emotional damage, such pain, so much. It's just agony. My DM deserves to be paid for the stuff he does for us. It's wild. But that's it. That's it. Yeah. There's just a couple of like little stories here and there about like, you know, shit that occurs in my campaigns or the campaigns I'm involved in. Yeah. Oh man, it was fun. It's fun talking about this kind of stuff. Like I love D&D. It's like I'm really happy that like people actually enjoy listening to this, because I was really concerned for a while that'd be like too niche, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, my DM took psychic damage. My DM's been awfully quiet since the incident. Yeah, the funniest ever thing that happened in a campaign I was in was when our cleric met and this infinitely spawning frog only ever said, "I'm the spawn of the slums," and shoved like 20 of them in his bag. We love a good bag of holding. It's only frogs though. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, we can chit chat about non-D&D stuff for a little bit before I call it a day. Let's set it. Where am I? Here you go. Oh, hello. Oh no! I wasn't ready for this. Why am I sitting on my desk? I'm standing on my chair for some reason. Where is it? There's the thingy for the chat. There it is. Let me double check this. Okay. And let me reposition myself a little bit because I'm sitting on the desk for some reason. Let me just real quick. There we go. Yay! I can chit chat for a little bit, then we can call it a day. Let's see. Oops. Let me move myself up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. guys enjoyed. It was fun, right? It was fun, just reminiscing these stories. I had to bullet them down because I forgot a few details. I had to, like, jot them down in a notebook real quick. Let me, put this away real quick. And close that. I think we're good. Yeah, yeah. How wide is this chair? Kinda wide. A little bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to get my, that one shot I want to get going soon. Again, so many projects and balancing. It's kind of hard to do all this at once. Wow! A dorky sage! Thank you for the super! Thank you, thank you! Thank you for sharing your DM experience. I don't really play D&D, but you made it sound so easy. I played RPGs like Diablo 2 and RO, so I understand a bit. That's good, yeah, I was hoping to, for it to be, like, understandable in that sense. Yeah, something easy to follow. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Void Time, thank you for the super! Thank you, thank you! Thanks for the tails, Aya. Thanks for listening, thank you! I have a question. Would you do a D&D campaign with other Niji members if I hit a chance? Yes, I would. It's just that, campaigns, again, are very hard to maintain because of scheduling and other conflicts. It's also high commitment, so I think if I'm gonna do anything D&D story-related with Niji, I'll probably do, like, an anthology of one-shots instead. I already have a few pre-written, a few of them that I ran past with my past players. I might whip up a new one. I already whipped up a few new ones. I just have their outlines done though. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun though. What kind of like themes would you like to see in the one shots? Because I was thinking about doing like a horror themed one at one point. I wanted to do like a comedy based one. I want to do a puzzle one, like a fun puzzle one too. Like a maze. Like I've done this before, where like I will stream my screen to people in my Discord server, and like they'd be using a maze, and I'd slowly erase the map, slowly erase the darkness in the map, so they can see where they are the more they explore. Yeah, it's really interactive, and it really helps with immersion. Yeah. A western. Oh my, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, like a Wild Wild West style. My DM had us do a side story one shot for our main campaign where it was a murder mystery. Ooh, that was fun. Oh my gosh, speaking of murder mystery, oh my god, can I show this? Hold on. So earlier today, Luca senpai, I think it was early this morning. I was up pretty early. I had to go somewhere anyways. Luca senpai, Sunny senpai, Yugo senpai, and Scarla and I were chilling in the VC for Niji. And what happened was fucking Luca senpai was playing with, like, I think it was an AI dungeon. It's like an AI generated dungeon prompt, right? And so they're playing with that, and when I hopped on in, they're still playing. And so let me find it. I think is in VC text. Here it is. Yeah, and so Luca senpai was doing one one for me. Like, you can select the kind of adventure you want. I think I wanted like a murder mystery. I'll read these supers first, and I'll read you the thing the AI generated. Oh, Hakeem, thank you for the super. Roll stealth to steal Dorky Pass in the treasure chest behind it. No, the Dorky Pass isn't there. You don't know where the Dorky Pass is. I change the location every day. Nice try. All that's in that chest is my dice collection, okay? You'll find my math rocks, but no Dorky Pass. Nice try, Hakeem. Thank you for the super. Vivicore, thank you for the super. Futuristic. Ooh, like a cyberpunk style? No, what about Starfinder? Let's do Starfinder. That'd be fun, right? Starfinder would be super fun. Yeah. Okay, but AI dungeon. So let me read the thing that Luca senpai sent me, because we were playing together. Like, he was sharing his screen for the AI dungeon, and he was asking me for prompts and stuff, and so I was responding. And so he says, for the murder mystery one, you are Aia Amare, a doctor living in Chicago. A patient is brought to you in a coma. No one knows who he is, just that he collapsed in front of the hospital with a note in his hand and a pendant in his pocket. As you examine him, you discover he is suffering from a deadly infection. The only way to cure him is to drain a few millimeters of his blood into him through an IV. And then, like, it asked me, like, what would you like to do? And so, like, Luca senpai was like, okay, what do you want to do? And I was like, pickpocket him. And so the AI was like, you pickpocket the man, and you make your escape out the front door of the hospital. Once outside, you're immediately confronted by 2 guards who are carrying rifles. And then Lucas and I was like, what would you like to do? And I was like, I want to pickpocket them too. And so the AI says, you managed to pickpocket them, but the process is much slower than before. The guards are much more alert now, and they're walking much more frequently, so it takes you longer. And then it's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, okay, I want to re-enter the hospital. You quickly re-enter the hospital, and you start to make your way to the lab. Once inside, you head straight for the computer you saw on the first floor. I was like, what would you like to do? And I was like, I would like to play RuneScape for 3 hours. You spend the next 3 hours playing RuneScape, doing everything you can to increase your XP. You level up quickly. What would you like to do? And I was like, I'd like to attempt to acquire a girlfriend from the Grand Exchange, buying GF 10k. And it goes, you attempt to acquire a girlfriend from the Grand Exchange. There are many different ways to go about doing this. Most of them are rather lame. You acquire a RuneScape girlfriend. Her name is Alicia. Alicia is tall, beautiful, and has very long black hair. She also likes you a lot. At this point, Luca Senpai is like, oh, call her beautiful, call her beautiful. And so I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna call her beautiful. And so Luca Senpai types in like, you say, Kire. And the AI goes, you say Kire. Alicia is surprised that you know her real name. What? Kire. Nothing. And then you say, and then it's like, what would you like to do? And I said, we are destined to be together. AI says, you and Alicia declare your love for each other, and your marriage date is set for 2 years from the day of your first meeting. You start a relationship and you marry each other. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I hate. It's so I'm playing RuneScape inside of another game. Of course I would. Of course, it's on brand. It's on brand. Okay, I absolutely would. Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. Just tell them your goal is to commit tax fraud. Let the absolute chaos unfold from Nijisanji. I know, right? That'd be so wild. Thank you for the super, Lord Croesus. Thank you. Yeah, the costume they forgot watch. Oh man, that's funny. It was a little stupid, little dum-dum. Just a little bit. Man, it's like I've been hanging out with the senpais in VC quite a bit. I need to apply chapstick. Where's my chapstick? Where is it? Chapstick? Where did it go? Where's my chapstick? Yo? I guess I'll just die from dry lips then. Okay, cool. Ah! Now it's fun. Yeah, I really want to get into more D&D stuff too. I want to get into like doing actual campaign stuff. Yeah, I actually planned on scheduling today to do the part 2 of the classification, but some things didn't line up, right? So I just pushed it back a little bit and replaced it with the Zatsu instead. Yeah. It's not as involved as the classification series. Yeah, sorry about that. But thank you all for being so patient with me, though. Thank you. I appreciate. Oh yeah, also, did you guys catch me and Mr. Senpai's Minecraft stream earlier today? I was sitting in Totsu for a little bit, but I was busy at the time, so I couldn't quite join in. But I eventually did join in, and I gaslit him into thinking that there's 5 High School Musical movies. Hi! Thank you for the super! After this D&D, would you like to try exploring another fantasy world like Cyberpunk, Space World, or any other world? I'm not familiar with these stuff, but I do like listening and watching. Oh, I'm glad you do! Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm interested in those things too, so we'll see. Yeah, a good point. I'll take note of that. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for the super. I think I can show you this. You guys want to see my Starfinder campaign character? It never came to fruition. I never played Starfinder before, but a friend invited me to play, but then it never kind of took off the ground. I think it's like it got canceled last second. I can show you my character if you want to see it. The drawing is a little bit rough around the edges, so please forgive me. Let's see. 1 second. Let me. Where's my snipping tool? Snippy. New snippy snip. Okay, we can do it like this. Okay, save as. We're gonna put it as. Ah! under this folder. Good, good. And I can open this. Oh, I need to replace it with this Alira drawing. Here it is. Where did I put it? Oh no, I already lost the file. Oh no, it's already happening. It's already happening. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's my character I drew. I forgot what race it was, to be honest. I forgot what race she was. But yeah, here's the drawing. I wanted to go for like a futuristic kind of like horror type of a character. Let me just put it over me. I wanted like a scary kind of character with like, you know, like the insides showing a little bit and like that sort of deal. Yeah, yeah. I want to draw like multiple limbs and stuff too. And since like I had the idea that she'd be kind of floaty or hovery, so I didn't see the point of drawing feet. So I just drew these little pointies. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I actually genuinely do not remember what species or even the class of this. I think it was a Solarian. Was it? I think she's a Solarian or something like that. I think that's how you call it. Yeah, the limbs are detached. You can see how like they're separated. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd make for like a fun borderline horror concept. Yeah, that's the vibe I was going for. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it fun? I like it. I think it turned out pretty cool. Too bad the campaign ended up falling through. But to be fair, I don't think I had time for it anyways. Because the campaign may or may not was kind of like perhaps about to rearing to go a little bit before I applied for Nijisanji. So Yeah. I like the exposed bones and the guts and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, sorry if you're squeamish. Sorry if you're squeamish. Sorry. Yeah. That's one of my characters. Let me pull up that my catfolk fighter real quick. I think I have maybe a drawing of him laying around somewhere. Where is it? I'm not gonna show the other artist's rendition because I don't know if like I don't think I should show that. Let me find the file in here somewhere. Oh, do I not have a solid drawing of him done already? Wow, that's weird. I usually do. I never just stop drawing my characters. Huh. Let's see. I don't think I have one. Alright. Let's see. I don't think I have one, dang it! I think I have it. I think it's saved to a different... Yeah, it's probably saved elsewhere. I don't know where I put it, though. I think it's too much of a hassle to dig around for it. Dang it! Pepperoni! Did I ask me to save to my reference folder? No. Finding folders is... I need to organize my folders better. Oh, Vivicore, thank you for the super! Is she an intergalactic dimensional being? I think so? I didn't remember her backstory. I deadass don't even remember. Deadass. I'm really bad at remembering these kinds of things. I didn't really write it down or anything either. Yeah, I don't think so. Dang it, I don't think I have anything. Darn! What else can I show in my art folder? Oh wow, there's an old clip file in here I might be able to open. Let me see. Oh wow, okay. Oh, I was working on an alternate outfit sheet for him. Do you want to look at it? I can't show the full thing because he is in the nude, I guess, because I had to draw him nude in order to draw new outfits on him. But I did draw him, I did... I'm having a stroke. I did draw him if I wanted to go looking at it. It's like show and tell now. We're having show and tell time. Let's see. Let me grab this. Okay. Oop. Again, I'm not a pro. I'm a hobbyist, so like, don't roast me too bad, okay? Let's save it under this folder. I can find it. Let's put it right here and right here. Okay, let's close this. And then I can put this here. Minimize this. Yeah, like if y'all do play D&D, who's your favorite character you've made so far? Because I think this is probably one of my favorites. I love drawing. I like cats. Cat people. I love cat people. Here it is. Here he he is. Here's his face anyways. Ta-da! A cat boy! I want to give him very angular eyes, so there he is. But yeah, if you have any, a hobbit character? Ooh, like a halfling? Halflings are fun. Halflings are inherently quite lucky, too. Oh, you're for DM? Aww. I like to dabble in both. I like being a player character, too. DMing is fun, but, like, it's nice just to, like, sit back and also enjoy the game as a player. Like Inquisitor last... Ooh! The backseat bard who would write down stories of her adventures and exaggerate heavily. What if, like, I had the idea of, like, drawing, like, creating a bard character, but all they write is fanfics. Like, they just write, like, Naruto fanfics or something. I make a bard character who only writes fanfics. What if, like, in an alternate universe... What if, like, if in an alternate universe, Ike Senpai was not just a novelist, he just wrote fanfics. The wildest timeline. Baby Core, thank you for the super! Nyaya. 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 Thank you for the super, thank you! Add a human ranger bard with a singer complex that troll the DM so hard. Don't torture your DM! Don't torture your DM. Leave them be, please. OMG. Like fanfic writer real. No, he's not an actual fanfic writer. Don't spread that around. Nyaya. Nyaya. Meow. I feel like my meows are not very convincing. You think that as a cat owner I'd be better at meowing, but no, I'm pretty shit at doing animal. I'm bad at doing voice impressions in general, to be honest. I'm not very good at it. Sunny Senpai is fucking cracked though. Fucking cracked. Today's Friday! Oh, I can relax. Oh, I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. Oh, thank God. Today's Friday. I just realized today's Friday. Today's Friday. I can relax. I can fucking chill. I love Fridays. I love Fridays. Oh, tomorrow we're playing with Anna Senpai. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. I've always wanted to play with Anna Senpai. Now we're gonna have a chance. Yeah, it's Friday. Yay! I like your nar. Yeah, there's a clip floating. There's like a compilation of my nars from Kirby's Dream Buffet. My favorite character is my high elf paladin who has low charisma but high ints because he's a social outcast nerd. Yeah, it's really like most people I know play paladins with high charisma. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm just excited. Hell yeah, brother! I could finally sleep in. I might take a nap after stream. Uh-oh, I picked up another scab. I'm bleeding again. Uh-oh. I need to stop doing that, Aya. Stop picking at your skin, please. Aya, you better stop it. Can't find the clip at all. Oh, it's in Korean. It's in Korean, that's why. Let me try to find the username. If I can find it, I can probably direct you to it. I don't know if I'm allowed to drop the link, but I can look around for it. The user who made it... Let me go back to my DMs and look for it. Where is it? Where? Eh? I could have sworn it was in my DMs with Scarla. I think I sent it to her a while back. Oh, here it is. The uploader is... let me open it. Let me see. It's by Lita Han. Lita space Han. Yeah. You can look them up and find the clip of it. This is a compilation of me going no. Draconic the Moe Lion, thank you for the super. My favorite PC player character, a girl named Ariel. She's a floaty treasure hunter who likes bringing a lot of stuff with her at all times. He sleeps while hugging a gold brick and throws a beaver pellet at people who bug her. A pelt? A whole ass pelt? Why not? The gold brick. The gold brick will do more damage. She's a swashbuckler, but likes chucking bombs more than using her sword. I never played a swash. Ow, my ankles. I never played a swashbuckler before. That'd be fun though. I'd love to do that at some point. Ooh, oh, my ankles. I'm crunchy. Holy shit, I'm crunchy. Yeah, but if you find the clip, it's by Lita Han. There's just a collection of me going, "Nar." Am I allowed to watch this on stream? There's no. I think my desktop audio is muted. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. Not that it's bad or anything. I'm just gonna. I don't wanna get no copyright nonsense. So I'll just. You can find the channel yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not that crunchy. I'm a little crunchy. A little crunchy. Okay. A smidgen crunchy. Okay? There's a smidge. A little bit. Okay? Oh man. I need to lean back in my chair a little bit. Ooh. Ow. You know, I noticed an ongoing trend where like I've been drinking a lot more energy drinks lately. I need to calm down on that. I need to like I need to just not drink as many energy drinks. It's not healthy. Like I usually avoid these. I usually am pretty good at avoiding them. I drink like coffee or tea instead. But lately, that hasn't really been working for me. But to be fair, it's all my fault. That's understandable, so like... Yeah. Oh shit! I unboxed my 3DO today! Yeah! It came in the mail a while ago, but I didn't get a chance to take it out of the box until recently. It comes in a cool case! Like a protected, like a hard case. It's so cool! Yeah. You guys can see a pic of it? I can take a picture of it real quick. Oh, Draconic the Movie Lion, thank you for the super! Use the pelt because I discovered the phrase "I thought my favorite pelt at hair such him" and fell in love with it. That's a phrase? Oh, I didn't know that. She also carries herself in a handcart because she carries way too much. Honestly, what a work around the inventory issue. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite D&D characters is that cat boy. He's a cutie. I like the juxtaposition of him being very straight-faced, very handsome and suave looking, but being an absolute crybaby. He just cries over anything. He's just a little baby. I'll be careful. No worries. There's how the jade ring problem. Maybe. Yeah, I need to lay off the caffeine, dude. I need to get some more sleep in. I'll figure it out. Once I hit my groove and figure out this whole scheduling thing, I can figure it out. I want to get cat ears. I want cat ears. I want to be a meow meow. Where are my cat ears? Yeah, is there a cat ear acid I can look up real quick? Come on. Huh? Wait. Okay. Let me look it up. I want cat ears. I want to be a cat. Are y'all a cat person? No, none of you prefer dogs or cats. Are you a dog or a cat? Yeah, are you a dog or a cat? I think I'm a cat person. Oh. Pardon. Yeah, I think I have a lot of cat people up in here. Dog? Oh, we have some dog people. Okay. I think we have more cat people though. Yeah. I think I have any cat ear ass to my computer. I don't have any. Dang it! This sucks. Auto Crossfire, thank you for the super! I chilled my DM with my ranger bard with an idol complex. The other party members were just brute force, no brains. It comes a hard AC boss. Now I was like, can I try to charm him? And it just worked. I know, right? People often forget that you don't have to fight a big boss. You can try to work around it. Like that cultist character that I played on that one campaign that got nuked. He was a slick talker. He had psycho high charisma and strength. And so, like, he just would talk himself out of most situations, you know? Like, that's why he's a cult leader, because he's so slick, you know? Yeah. Thank you for the super! Lord Cross, thank you for the super. Snake? Eh? I love snakes! I love snakes! Guys! Ball pythons are so cute! They're adorable, aren't they? Like, they have little puppy faces. They got puppy faces! They're really cute! Don't you guys know it? You gotta look at them. Google it right now. Google ball python faces. Google it. Google it. If you recognize that song, you qualify for a senior discount. It's like, they're so adorable. I love them so much. They're so cute. The Burmese python. Ah! The little snoots. The little snooty snoot. Thank you for the super, Lord Croesus. Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. Though I'm not sure what scale we are going off. Oh my god, enough of the dad puns. Damn, enough, damn. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Hi, Scarla. When snakes have widow hats. I know, right? They're so cute. So cute. Ah, so cute. Hi, Scarla. Hi. Whisperers, thank you for the super. You can fight the big boss, or you can fight the big boss, if you know it. And that's how I made fun. Oh my god. No, it's like whenever I have like those things, those activities occur in my campaigns, I usually do like a very tasteful fade to black. You know, a little fade to black, and then let the players think about whatever they want to think about, you know? Yeah. Thank you for the super, Whisperers. Thank you. Oh, Draconic the Moe Lion, thank you for the super. Fruit bats are precious. Also, hi, Scarla. Hi, Scarla. Hi. Oh, fruit bats are really cute. They're really cute. Like, I think like, I don't know, I think I'm mostly a sucker for like, yeah, ball pythons are really cute. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't consider myself arachnophobic or anything, but like, I can't own a tarantula. That's too large and too hairy. It's too large and too hairy. I have eaten a fried tarantula before. Yeah, I've eaten one before. They're not bad. They taste like crab a little bit. Oh, it makes sense though, because like they are like related to like crustaceans, aren't they? Like I think like aren't arthropods? No, arachno. They're related to crab, right? Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like once you. I had it fried up. I had fried tarantula. Yeah, I just had some of the legs. I didn't eat the whole thing. I didn't eat the body. It's not that bad. It tastes like crab. Is tarantula eaten by itself or with other things? I ate it by itself. It was like a street vendor, and so like they fried it up with like onion, garlic. They put in like chicken soup powder in it, and they fried it up real good. And they deep fried it, and like they had to step far away from the fryer because the bodies could explode and shoot oil everywhere. And so like when they're frying it up, I saw them take like 5 foot step to the behind. And then like when they're all fried up, they're actually like not bad. They're pretty tasty. It tastes like crab. Like once they're fried, all the hair kind of gets fried off. It gets smooth, and then like it tastes like a soft shell crab. It's not that bad. Well, they explode because like they have like the pussy stuff in the thorax, the little round body part. Yeah. I got when I was in Thailand. Oh, Otto, thank you for the super. Thank you. Yes, the DM was not prepared for me for me not brute forcing that boss. His brain stopped working. I know, like getting behind, outsmarting your DM is a kind of a Chad move. It's not that bad. Yeah, I think like up in Maine, it was once like cruel and unusual. Like prisoners were once often fed a lobster when they were in prison, and they considered it like a cruel and unusual punishment to eat lobster more than a couple times a week. For real, look it up. That really happened. Yeah, because when you look at it, like lobsters are just sea bugs. They're just large sea bugs. Yeah, for real, that really happened. What do you mean, sure? That really happened. Yeah, and once they go bad, they can really mess you up. Yeah. Well, technically, crawfish are also bottom feeders, but I like lobster and crawfish. But in my opinion, lobster's kind of overrated. Like a good, good cooked shrimp. Or like a crawfish boil. They're both good. I don't see why lobster gets all the fancy, like, fanfare. It's just lobster. Yeah. I wasn't eating pudding. Well, may your pudding be cursed by thoughts of buggies. Yeah, I like shrimp. Shrimp is good. I like crab too. Crab is good. But like, yeah, lobster's overrated. It's fine. It's overrated. But no, crawfish is one of my favorite seafoods because like, have you ever tried Vietnamese style crawfish? Have you tried it before? It's delish. Like they put in the Cajun seasoning and they cook it up like that. Then they also add like garlic. They add basil. They add a bunch of other like Vietnamese like ingredients. And it gets super tasty. Yeah, it's really yummy. It's garlicky and it's sweet. Patrick, thank you for the super. Thank you. Vivicore, thank you for the super. Sea bugs and Aya scare me. Yeah. What? What do you mean? That's right. I'm scary. That's right. Hey, I got you. Finally understand. You finally know the truth. I truly am frightening. What can I say? I'm truly frightening. That's right. I'm the scariest. I have every right to be afraid. Every right. Thank you for the super, Patrick. Thank you for the super, Vivicore. Thank you. But now I'm the scariest now. You can't do nothing about it. That's right. I've changed my ways. I'm a good angel now. I'm very pleasant and I am a good angel now. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, fuck me sideways. What the fuck? Oh shit. Fuck shit. Oh, what the fuck? Oh fuck shit. Hold up. Okay, got it. Oh wait, shit. I still fucked up. Hold on. Okay, got it. Oh, Lord Croesus, thank you for the super. I wasn't a fan of seafood until I had freshly caught shrimp in Spain. They ruined all the shrimp for me because nothing tastes as good since. I can imagine. Have you ever, guys? I've eaten raw shrimp before. It's quite tasty. Shrimp sashimi. I'm having this joke. Shrimp sashimi. Delish. Baby Core, thank you for the super. Still our dorky tenchi. Now. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, it's like I think crawfish is yummy, but you have to try Vietnamese crawfish. You have to. It's super tasty. And then like also the best part of the crawfish is when you after you eat the tail, you pop the head open and you can get the head fat. Yeah, I don't like sucking on it because it's noisy and kind of messy. And so like what I do is I pop the head open and I take my thumb. I usually wear gloves, by the way. I take my thumb and like use the back of my nail to scrape up the head fat and I lick my thumb. It's just cleaner that way because I don't like having get like stuff all over my mouth, my face. But, like you pop the head open, you use your thumb to like scoop it up. Or even better, if you can scoop out with a spoon and mix it with your fried rice. So tasty. Yeah. I'm not even surprised if you ate a frog. Yeah, I've eaten frog before. It's okay. Not much meat on it. It's kind of firm, to be honest. A little dry. It's not. It's like I don't know. Like I think like in my opinion, food is food. It may be strange, but I'm willing to try everything once. Yeah. Even if I find it really weird, I'm willing to try everything once. I mean, of course, there's certain foods I refuse to eat, like certain animals I refuse to eat. But like, for the most part, like if someone asked me to eat, like I don't know, like a weird sea creature, like sure, why not? I'll try it once, you know. Just so you know, just so you have the experience, you know. Yeah, I've eaten frog legs. They're okay. They're kind of mid. I love vegetables. What are you talking about? Veggies are yummy. Veggies are really good. You need to try my stir-fry bok choy. Try my stir-fry lotus root. You're gonna love it. My lotus root's delicious. Okay. Yeah, it's like I think probably my least favorite food, oddly enough, is cheese. I don't like cheese very much. And I don't really like nem chua. Nem chua is like a Vietnamese like a fermented meat thing. I don't like fermented meat very much. No. I mean, dry aged beef, bougie, delicious. But Yeah, yeah. A while ago, I went to this bougie, like, for one of my friend's birthdays, I went to this bougie restaurant that had, like, caviar and fried chicken, which is a really weird combo, but I had it together. It was okay. Not enough caviar. Caviar is tasty, I guess. I like it, I guess. I'm more of an ikura person. Yeah, like, I'll take ikura over caviar any day. And give me a bowl of white rice, some nori, some rice seasonings, and some ikura. And I'll go to town on it, you know? Expensive doesn't always equate to tasty. Yeah, expensive doesn't equate to tasty. Yeah, a hog roast? Yeah, I don't really like pork a whole lot, but I'm willing to give it a try. Shish, hi! Thank you for the super! If I have to pick which to scare me, Aya or a sea bug, I'll pick Aya, then pat her on the head for trying. You're a sea bug! Yeah, you're a sea bug now. That's right. That's right. Thanks for the soup, I guess. Thank you, thank you. I've had rabbit stew before. The thing is, like, rabbit is a pretty lean meat. There's not much fat on it, so it's better to stew it so you can soften it. It's a little bit softer, and it has a better mouthfeel. Otto, thank you for the super! I'm scared of Aya because deals physical and mental damage with no strength, no or int modifier, just her dork modifier. I don't have a dork modifier! My charisma is through the roof, actually! Did you know my charisma flat number, my flat stat for charisma is 49? Did you know that? I bet you didn't, because I'm so charismatic and so cool that it's blinded you. Yeah, you can't even see how cool I am, because it's like, pew, pew, you know, it's like, wah! And yeah, you can't tell. Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. Any foods I recommend? If you've never had it before, one of my favorite foods is udon noodles. I love udon! I like kakiyaga udon. I like miku udon. I like sanuki udon. I like the Western style, like carbonara udon. I like mentaiko udon. All udon is tasty. Yeah, it's like the good mark of a good udon place is the noodles are chewy. You have to have chewy noodles. If it's not chewy, then they're not good noodles. The whole point of udon is to be chewy. Yeah, so if it melts in your mouth, it's overcooked. It's not chewy enough. It's not good quality. You have to go to a place that's nice and chewy. I like gyudon? I like gyudon too! Yeah, yeah. I recently, like, I've been eating a lot of poke lately. Yeah. I think it's because it's like, it's low. It's like, it has good DHA in it. Good DHA. It's good for your brain. I think another food I recommend is, okay, this is gonna be a little weird. Try natto once. Try natto once. You'd be surprised. It looks scary because it's slimy, but like it's pretty tasty. Like eat it with some rice. Like if you like get a bunch of green onion, if you call over Sunny Senpai and ask him to lend you his unlimited negi collection, you put some green onion in it. It becomes really tasty. Yeah, green onion with natto over rice, super tasty. It's really good. You have to try it at least once. That's on calamari. I love calamari. I love eating squid. It's like I think I really want to try that Korean dish sanakji, the wriggling tentacle ones. It's like the octopus is the squid is so freshly killed that the nerve endings of the tentacles are still moving. I want to try it because like I've had raw octopus. I've had raw squid before. It's pretty tasty. It's a little chewier, but like it's a nice mouthfeel. I like the suckers, the suction cups. Oh, no. Have you had octopus tentacle? Grilled octopus tentacle with the sucker still on. The suckers get super crunchy and tasty. Yeah. It's really good. It's like it has a nice crunch to it, and like when it's grilled, it has a nice smoky flavor too. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. And the best part is that people usually don't order it. The more for me, baby. Yeah, don't worry. I'm pretty careful with what I eat. Yeah. I just think that, like, you know, like, I think I know my food limits pretty good. Takoyaki, I had some for lunch today. I had takoyaki earlier. Yeah. The tentacles, where the texture's at. Yeah, wait. You didn't hear that. Wait, hold on. Let me okay, you didn't hear that. Let me rephrase. They have a nice crunch to them when you grill them. Yes, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Okay, pause. You didn't hear that. Okay. Disregard that. Disregard that. I didn't mean anything weird by it. I didn't mean anything weird by it. Get your mind out of the... I didn't mean anything weird. I didn't mean anything. I'm just saying it's when you grill it up, the suckers get like crunchy. It has a nice texture when you eat it. When you eat it. Oh my goodness! I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Y'all are... Get your mind out the gutters. Vivi, thank you for the super. Should be Jarchan Shokugeki no Disoma. Maybe. I'm not that great of a cook though. Maybe. Or a judge. Oh, maybe. I wanna judge like Master Chef. Yeah. I wanna do backflips on the table and tell everyone that they're shit. And that one that... No, I didn't. Here's a nat one for you. Here's a nat one for you. Here, you can have this. This one's for you, baby. You can have this. Here, take this. This is all for you. Where is it? There it is. Here. This is for you. Take a chat. This belongs to you now. Enjoy your nat one. There you go. All yours. You can have it. That's an olive. I don't like olives. I mean, like, I'm neutral. Like, if it's on my pizza, I'm not gonna pick it out, but I don't order things with olives usually. I've had unagi dan? Yeah! I've had it! Ew! Yeah, I like unagi. Sanera, thank you for the super! It wasn't in the gutter until you brought it up. Well, I had to deny the allegations! Okay? Thank you for the super. I have to protect my identity! Let's protect my say-so-ness! Okay? You're nasty. Damn. I love it when people misspell OMG and say ONG. That means grandpa in Vietnamese. I'm relatively say-so! I am more say-so than Aster. I'm more say-so than Aster. I'll make jokes, but like, Aster's genuinely unsay-so. Come on. For real. For real, for real, for real. I am far more say-so than Aster. Y'all can be calling me unsay-so and someone like Aster's in our group. Okay? I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. It's not a high bar, but still, it's like, I'm not that unsay-so. I'm mildly unsay-so, but mostly say-so. I have my moments, sure, but like, it's not constant. I'll say like that's what she said, that kind of thing, but like, that's about it. I don't like Vox Senpai walk into a VC, go, welcome to the comms, and I don't do that shit. I don't do that. Oh, ONG's on God. On God? It means old man in Vietnamese. What the hell, brother? What the hell, brother? I can go toe-to-toe with Anna. I don't know. Anna Senpai is really witty. She's very smart, very clever. I'm not. I don't think as fast as some of the other members. And so, like, I feel like she can outsmart... Oh, shit! That one. She can probably outsmart me, outdo me any day of the week. I do have a sailor mouth, but it doesn't mean I'm unsay-so person. Actually, doesn't mean I'm unsay-so. I think I swear a lot, but, like... In terms of, like innuendos and, like, other sussy materials, like, I don't dabble much in it. My rice purity test is low, but like, it doesn't mean I'm unsay-so. It just means I've experienced things. Yeah, I've been there, done that, you know? Vivi Core, thank you for the super. Aya's purely say-so. Exactly, Vivi! See, Vivi gets it. See? I'm perfectly say-so. You heard it from Vivi. It is what it is. Okay? It's not that. I'm not super unsay-so, you know? I'm not super unsay-so. Do y'all genuinely think I'm that unsay-so? Tell me in the chat. Am I genuinely that unsay-so? I got kicked out of heaven for crime. Crime's not unsay-so, is it? Is it? Speaking of sussy, did you know that up in Romanian is sus? Yeah, sus. I'm not that unsay-so. What do you mean? It's not that bad. Well, yeah, because someone asked, because Lucas Senpai asked about where girls pee from on Minecraft, so I answered logically with science. Okay? Like, I'm not okay. We will settle. We will compromise. Okay, I may not be say-so, but I'm not horrifically unsay-so or anything. I may not be the most say-so, but I'm not super unsay-so or anything. I'm just like a little bit unsay-so, but not a whole lot. I'd argue that Aster is much more unsay-so than me. I think I'm right in the middle. I'm a happy middle. I'm a happy balance, you know? Yeah. Yo, capping. Yo, that's just my rice score, though. I think I'm right. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm somewhere in the middle, okay? Committing arson is not that unsay-so. Committing arson is just a unique circumstance I've chosen to partake in, that's all. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm a happy middle. Happy medium. Are you admitting that you're mid? Yeah, probably. I am pretty mid, yeah. I'm not an idiot. I'm pretty mid. I'm not so delusional where I'm gonna be like, I'm the best person in here. I'm like, no, I can be pretty mid. That's okay. I feel like my humor is kind of normie-ish. Yeah. I think mostly because I tend to hold back on like particularly degen humor, I guess. Just because I don't think I contribute anything to the conversation by partaking in it. Not that it's a bad thing per se. I just don't think it fits me, or nor can I really add anything that makes it any funnier than it already is. So I don't see the point. Oh, Megan, thank you for the super. I think your unsay-so-ness is for the sake of content, or more so than anything. Else, everything is pretty normal with you. Ah, I guess so. I mean, like, when I do say, like, you know, that's what she said, the kind of jokes, it's, I don't know, like, I think it's funny. Well, it's more like a reference to The Office than anything. I mean, I have a potty mouth that counts as unsay-so, I guess, but like, in terms of like innuendos and that kind of content, I don't think I do much to be honest. Yeah. I never said arson is say-so. I said arson's not that unsay-so. It's more, it's a crime, sure, but it's not like say-so particularly, you know. It's not that, man. Yeah. Otherwise, my humor's pretty normal, I think. Innuendo. Yeah, like a reference, like a mildly NSFW reference. Yeah. That's what it means. Yeah. What? Oh, my back. Ah, shit. My neck, my back, my anxiety attack. Yeah, I'm can't wait to add on more to my lore. I'm doing a little bit of work with it, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm excited for you to see how it turns out. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be wild and crazy and bonkers, okay? Crunch, what did I crunch with? I didn't crunch. I just readjusted my seats. I didn't. Wait, did I really crunch just now? Did I crunch? Nihil, thank you for the super. And you're in the silence. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Why is Aster buying handcuffs? Because he's more unsay-so than me. That's what I've been saying. I don't fucking buy like handcuffs for my contents. Yeah, I'm popping my knuckles though. Here you go. Here's the crunch you've been craving. You pop my knuckles a little bit. You got handcuffs to arrest you? It takes more than that, baby. It takes way more than that. I've been able to break out of prison enough times. Handcuffs are not enough to hold me, baby. Certainly not enough. Yeah, but I'm not that unsafe. Like, if anything, like, I'll make like a dirty joke, but like, I don't consider myself particularly unsafe, to be honest. It's me and my kind of like shit humor, to be honest. That's all it is. Yeah, I've broken out of prison. I'm afraid to admit it. That's right. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Hell yeah, brother. Yes, I am a crime goob. I'm a crime goob. A goober of crimes. I commit crime on the reg. Yes. I'm really late. I hope you had a nice stream. Yeah, I did have a nice stream. Thanks for tuning in. No worries. It's okay if you're late. No worries. You're saying you're a pure maiden who commits arson and property damage? I never said I was pure. I'm just saying I'm not that unsay so. Goofy crime goober, yeah. And pointing out the obvious, apparently. Oh man. Oh, my back is killing me. Ow. I think I slept in a weird position. My neck and my back been hurting all day. That's a prison break and more of a daycare escape. Hey! What the heck? What's a slander? What the hell? I thought you said a crying goob and agreed enemies. Wait, leave me alone! I don't cry often. Like, maybe a little bit, but a little bit like... Weenie Hut Jr.? Oh, no, I mean the place over there. Super Weenie Hut Juniors! Oh, Otto, thank you for the super! Comparing to the end say-so ones doesn't make you actual say-so into the chat. The actual end say-so ones had better rice scores than ISO. Okay, what is it? So I'm in the middle, okay? I'm in the middle. Happy middle, okay? Thank you for the super, Otto. Thank you. Yeah, I've broken out of prison enough times, nothing can stop me now. Vivi, thank you for the super! For Jerry, is I say so? I'll answer for him, relatively. Thank you for the super! Hi, thank you for the super! So you're saying that you're the type to pick your moments to share with the facts of the Pardon me, I burped. To pick your moments to share with facts. I'm sorry, what? You have to pick your moments to share with facts. Or punch light or hard with jokes. Okay, it's deadly. I don't know, it's like... I'm pretty harmless, TBH. I think I'm pretty harmless. Yeah. Who wants a shot? Oh, Shine! With facts or punch light or hard with jokes. I think so. It's like, I mentioned this to like Mrs. Senpai earlier today. It's like I'm not the kind of person who like will actively go out of my way to like roast you or anything. But if the opportunity arrives, I can make a pun or a joke out of it, then I'll do it. But I'm not the person who kind of actively pursues it. It's not worth my brain power. I'm not good at enemies. So, yeah. Lord Crosis, thank you for the super. Theirs are generally pretty harmless. Silence, you. Silence. Leave me alone. Smelly. Thank you for the super. Wah! Nira! Dorka. Thank you for the Aka Super. Thank you. Got a new card just to test to make sure it works. What's this pretty red color? I'm sure it means something. Nira! It's an Aka Super, okay? Oh my goodness. Nira, thank you for the Aka Super. So sweet of you. Thank you so much. Also, I've been meaning to ask, who's in your profile picture? Is that Ike Senpai? Thank you for the Aka Super, Nira. Thank you. Mwah! Thank you so much. Thank you. Vivicore, thank you for the super. I do think we are say-so. Also kind of in the middle. I think like if like I accidentally let an innuendo slip or something, y'all are pretty quick to hop on it. But I wouldn't say you're actively unsay-so or anything. No, you can be, but it's not active. It is Ike Senpai. I love the bifocal buddies. Ah, thank you. Yeah, that's why I'm still like, my mind is still reeling how it's like, wow, the Portal collab was so much fun. I want to play more games with Ike Senpai. He's really funny. He's really, really funny. It's like his humor, our humors kind of mesh well together. Like his humor is very subtle. It's subtle, but when it hits you, it hits you. Lord Crosses, what the heck? Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you. I saw red, so I guess we're doing this again. You don't have to, guys. You don't have to. The 3DO came in. We're good. Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you so much. You don't have to. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Akasupa's funny, man. Yeah, he is. He's really funny. He's really sweet too. Oh my guys! Stop! Guys! You're going crazy again. Relax. It's okay. Hey, guys, really, I can't thank you guys enough already. Please. Thank you for the Akasupa. Lord Kristen, thank you for the Akasupa. Mwah. Iki Katsuragi, thank you for the Akasupa. Red, you say? I mean, it is red, but like, you're good. Thank you for the Akasupa. Mwah. Thank you so much. What the heck, guys? You spoil me too much. Okay, you spoil me too much. No, you stop right there. Okay, stop right. Stop. You've done enough. What did I just say? Mira, no! Guys, that's enough. Save your money! Feed yourselves! Holy shit! You just filter feed these days? Damn! What the hell, brother? Relax, it's okay. We're good. God damn, stop, okay? Nira, thank you for the Akasupa. Doing what again? I didn't get the menu. Nira. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. Okay, so you should... Stop. Think and pause. Thank you. Thank you for the Akasupa, Nira. Mwah. Thank you. Guys! Please. Guys, stop! You spoiled me way too much. Yeah, I don't know how to thank you properly, okay? I feel very indebted to you guys. Please. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the Akasupa, Nira. Mwah. Thank you so much. Hi. Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you. I guess it's turning red today. No, you guys literally just bombarded me with Akas like 2 days ago. That's enough. We're fine. You don't have to worry about me, okay? You guys spoil me way too much. I don't deserve it. You don't need to spoil me that much. Oh my gosh, okay? You don't need to do that much for me. Like, y'all just being here is more than enough. Do you not understand the message? Jesus! Oh my gosh, but thank you so much. Hi. Thank you for the Akasupa. Mwah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Iki Katsuragi. Slow down, my dude. Slow down. Y'all spoiled me way too much, okay? That's enough. We're good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's too kind of you. Iki, thank you for the Akasupa. Mwah. That's what... Clearly. Thank you for the Akasupa. Orion, thank you for the Akasupa. Oh, just one more won't hurt, right? Orion, that's too sweet of you. Thank you so much for the Akasupa. That's enough. Okay, we're good. Well, y'all, just talking to y'all, hanging out with y'all is more than enough. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the Akasupas, everyone. Mwah! Thank you. Gosh, y'all spoiled me too much. Okay, I'm gonna end stream before this gets out of hand. Okay, we're gonna end stream right here. Okay. Thank you for the Akasupas, everyone. Thank you for just coming in and talking with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning into my Zatsu. Let me check my schedule. Tomorrow, cause I'm pulling the Kyo thing where we forgot what our schedules are, so to check Twitter real quick. Let's see. Tomorrow we are playing Clubhouse games with NSFW. It's NSFW and I's first official collaboration. Like, I think we've hopped on Totsu together before, but we've never done an official collab. So I'm really excited. I was talking to her extensively last week about, like, random bullshit. And then I decided to hit her up for a collabo, just cuz. And so, I'm really excited. I know there's a lot of Oshi fans, Enna Oshis, watching and stuff like that. And so, I'm happy to see you guys there. Tomorrow it's going to be at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. PDT. Yes. Thank you. Nova! And I regret putting the Elmo fire. The Elmo fire emote. Nova, thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mwah! Thank you guys. You guys are too nice to me. Stop. We're good. Okay, we're done. We're done here. Stop. I'm ending stream. Okay. But Allo peeps, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Aiadmirers, I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Okay. You guys are too good to me. Love you guys. Take it easy. Eat something tasty. Rest well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Say. What did I just fucking say? What did you got me speaking in tongues now. What? Nihil! Thank you for the Akasupa! Thank you! We shall fight on the beaches, we will fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and the streets, we will fight in the hills, we will never surrender. We will give our enemy girl Akasupas. Oh my god! Nihil with the historically horrifically inaccurate quotes. Damn. Thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you so much. Mwah! Thank you for the Akasupa, Nihil. I really appreciate it. Vivicore, thank you for the Supa. Chaos. That's what it fucking feels like right now. That's what it fucking feels like. You guys, you guys are too sweet to me. You guys need to stop. Okay. We're good. We're done. Okay, we're done. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Do you guys like not eat or something? Do you guys like not eat? Guys, thank you so much. Guys. You guys, please. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for the Akasupas. What the heck? Thank you so much. Don't even know what, guys. If like, Icky, thank you for the Akasupa. Dedicated to the Aiadmirers that can't Akasupa right at the moment. Guys, if you can't Akasupa, just seeing you guys in the chat is more than enough for me, okay? Just seeing you guys and talking to you guys makes me more than happy, okay? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? You're making me really happy just by being here. Just don't even worry about it. Again, my stream mouse is acting up. Doesn't it show all the Aka chads? I don't know why it's doing that. Like, you know how you can see right here my notification thing comes up? Lately it hasn't been doing that. I think I got a setting wrong. Let me go ahead and accept all of these just so the thing works. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. But guys, thank you so much for the Akasupas. Thank you for this Akasupa. Mwah, thank you. Nira, you best be eating properly, Nira. Nira, thank you for the Akasupa. I mean, not the Akasupa, the pink supa. Thank you. The pinku supa. Pinku. Thank you. What is eat? Please eat. Oh wait, shit. Okay, we're ending stream now. Okay. We're stopping right there. Okay, we're stopping right there. Okay. Thank you for all the supas, everyone. We have to, guys. Please take care of yourselves. I worry about you guys sometimes. Don't, guys. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Okay. We're good. Enough. Okay. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the collab with Enna Senpai, and yeah. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Ayasumi, love you. I love my Aiadmirers. Mwah. Ding. Lord Croesus, I swear to fucking God. Guys, you best be eating. You best be eating proper, okay? I'll be angry if you don't. You best be eating properly. Okay? Listen here, you. Lord Croesus, you smug MF. How dare you? Eat properly, damn it. Okay, thank you for the super, Lord Croesus. Thank you. Nira, enough. Nira, enough. Stop. Okay, we're done. It's at the ending screen. Okay, let me end the damn stream. Holy shit. Okay, Nira, thank you for the super. Thank you. What do you mean? No. Stop. Get some help. Stop. Enough of that. Stop. Okay. Resnilium, sneak attack. Nice try. I caught your ass. Nice try. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Okay. For real this time. Hi. Thank you for the super. And to make it 100 $99.98, right? It's fine. Anything is fine. Your presence is enough for me. Oh my god. Okay. We're ending stream now. Okay, we're ending stream. Okay, goodbye. Just everyone stop. Okay, I love you guys. Goodbye. Mwah.